It is time. It is time for the game between the two teams that battle for the title of America's team.
Yes.
The Dallas Cowboys, the team that owns the legal right to the actual name of it, and the team that embodies American values a little bit more than Dallas does, the Green Bay Packers.
Yes.
Welcome to Sorgy Stories. You are?
Anthony, the kid.
I'm Daddy, Pops, otherwise known as Jay. I was with Green Bay Packers Radio Network for 22 years before our move to Philadelphia for my new job out here. But we are still Green Bay Packers fans. They are playing Dallas for the 397,000th time. Not really. But this rivalry is one of the great rivalries of excellence when it comes to how many times teams have played with something at stake. Because in the second half of the 20th century and then going into the 2000s and 2010s, the Packers and Cowboys have met so many times. So many times. In meaningful games, championship games, playoff games. I mean, the list is on and freaking on.
TJ Watt, thanks for commenting. Quick question for you though. Would you by any chance remember, I don't know, would you remember that by chance? Any chance you'd remember that at all?
Oh, jeez.
Any chance? Any chance? Yeah, that's when the Packers beat the Steelers in the Super Bowl. So,
yeah. And the Steelers are also not better than the Packers right now because they have the same record. You are what your record says you are. They're both stinky.
How did the Steelers do today?
Let me check.
I thought they lost.
They won. They beat New Orleans. Congratulations.
That's a shock.
Yeah. No. Michael Ellis, thanks for popping in and saying hi. How you doing?
Good to see you.
Well, TJ, you're probably correct on that 3-7 record because, very frankly, the Packers stink. They're playing subpar to their capabilities. As we're watching,
that's a catch.
No, it's not a catch. You can tell we're watching Minnesota Buffalo. 5 seconds left, and there was a missed catch with 5 seconds left. But Buffalo's about to
for the tie
the game with a field goal attempt, which means we're probably not going to be able to watch a good portion of the early part of this game because we're going to be stuck watching Vikings-Bills
unless we see a kickoff return here for a touchdown.
Yeah,
but I don't want to see that. Let's go Buffalo. Let's go Buffalo.
I'm going to have to follow along on NFL Game Day for us to pay attention to Packers and Cowboys because, of course, the fact that they're going to stick with the TV feed here in Philadelphia. So we're going to be stuck paying attention that way until we get the live feed. I could listen to the radio cast.
If you wanted to put earbuds in.
Right, which I may just do.
If you wanted to just put one earbud in so you can listen to me with one.
You know what? That's actually not a bad idea. Bear with me. Be right back.
So.
Okay. Let's see. What you got here, TJ?
Oh, he's just talking about how bad the Steelers are.
Man.
Yeah, you're not the real TJ Watt.
So,
just there's no point in acting like you are.
And injuries are not an excuse to the National Football League because every team goes through them. Every team goes through injuries. And it's how well you respond to it. It's next man up, next person up.
Like, you don't need to act like someone else. Just be yourself. Being yourself is okay. Don't act like you're someone else because you want to be famous. Like, just be yourself.
If he doesn't want people to know who he is.
That's fair.
If he wants to stay anonymous by having the avatar of a great Pewaukee, he has the right to do that.
Well, if you don't want to put your name out there, then have a troll account. Like, I have a troll account called Fire Angel Hernandez.
Jeez. All right, let me stick the other earbud on so I can hear you better. while I go to NFL.com.
Vikings need it out. We're headed to overtime.
And I will pop on the radio broadcast and give you the responses as I listen to Wayne and Larry, who I miss working with, by the way. Two absolute class acts. Absolute class human beings. Ooh.
We can hear it a little bit through the other earbud.
It appears as if we've got a little bit of pregame discussion between the Packers and Cowboys. A little bit of trash talking between them.
I just said we can hear it. I can at least, so you might want to put both in.
I'll just turn it down.
Okay. Yeah, because we can hear it through the other one.
Okay.
Happy Hodag! What's up, what's up? Yes, we are. We might be bad this year, but who has the last Super Bowl? I think we do. I'm like 90% sure that we have the last Super Bowl out of the two.
Let's see.
So the infamous coin toss for overtime for who's going to win.
Yeah, if you were actually hearing the game broadcast, you would have heard the echo of the game broadcast, and you're not hearing the echo of the game broadcast, which means it's only coming up over this.
Yeah.
So we're okay. We are okay. And we have to go to this mode because, as I mentioned, we're stuck watching 10 minutes of overtime or less of the Vikings-Bills game because they're about to go to overtime in a battle between the second and third best teams in the National Football League, by the way.
Yeah.
But to me, it's sort of the way the Packers are. It's an admission of they're just not a good team.
Exactly.
They're just not a good team. It's a team with a quarterback who isn't playing like he's coachable. A coach who isn't doing his job fully. A ridiculously injured team, yes, but like I said, there's no excuse.
O-line, especially injured and old.
Yeah. Kickoff. Uh-oh.
What?
Okay, Dallas gets the football past the 30-yard line, so it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Okay, we got the game day screen so we can at least pay attention that way.
Who is that? Who's our kicker?
Well, I think Mason Crosby is out today.
Oh, no.
Let me confirm that.
This is going to be even more of a nightmare.
Optimistic today, aren't you?
I don't like Mason Crosby that much, but he's better than whatever this dude's name is. Ramiz Ahmed. I've never heard of him.
Ramiz Ahmed. I think he is.
He's off the practice squad.
Well, yeah. Crosby apparently is still going to be kicking field goals and extra points, but they brought in Ramiz Ahmed to take care of kickoffs.
Okay. TJ Watt. No, I think he's just maybe. I think that's not the Packers' problem. I mean, it's part of it, but just as a fan, I think it's his ego because if you're Matt LaFleur, you're smart. I think Matt LaFleur is a smart coach, and I can only imagine that Aaron Rodgers is just audibly out of run plays.
Oh yeah, he wants to run his offense, do his thing. He is taking.
Not good at it.
The thing is, he's good at it when he has talent available to play the kind of game he wants to play. And
Minnesota's going to start with the ball.
He just simply doesn't have the talent to do what he wants around him.
All right, let's go defense. Let's go
His
Buffalo.
talent is with the talent that seems the running game.
Yep.
And he doesn't want to run the football. He wants to throw it. And you are absolutely correct, TJ. He blames everyone but himself. Did you already mention this?
Yeah.
That Dallas has not been to the Super Bowl since the 90s?
Yeah, because
Hashtag Dallas sucks.
Okay.
And the Packers defense forces a punt.
Already?
Yep.
That was quick.
Yeah. We'll take that.
So he's keeping tabs on the Packers. I'm watching this Vikings overtime game here against Buffalo, as Dalvin Cook is going to get a first down with about 9:45 left here in OT.
Yep. 5-play drive for Dallas, and they're forced to punt. Green Bay gets the football, a 4-yard gain to start this drive. Just run the ball. Get a lather going for Aaron Jones. Get him moving.
Packers have some key player out, 2 key players out, in Romeo Doubs and Devondre Campbell. On the other side, Aaron Rodgers killer Anthony Barr is out.
Oh, jeez.
And
just let it go. It's done. It's over with.
I know.
You hold grudges too long.
And then Ezekiel Elliott's out. Justin Jefferson.
It's the other part that I miss about working the Packers Radio Network broadcasts. Hearing the amount of times that Larry McCarron, the color commentator, the longtime Packers center, will go, Wayne, this is what they were trying to do. Wayne, I think I torqued my head. Ow. There was one time, literally, when he was sitting in the broadcast booth, slipped out of his chair, fell out, and hit his head against the floor. And Wayne was like, "You okay, Larry?" Wayne, I think I torqued my head.
Oh, that's 2 feet in. Beautiful play. Great route running and catch there by Jay Jettis, Justin Jefferson.
This also feels similar to back in 2003, the last game of the regular season. Green Bay has to beat Denver, and Minnesota has to lose to Arizona for the Packers to win the NFC North. And Wayne and Larry calling 2 games. The Packers game in front of them and the Arizona-Minnesota game on their screens. You remember how that ended, right? Arizona completed a Hail Mary on the last play of the regular season to beat Minnesota, knock them out of playoff contention, and give the Packers the NFC North title.
Wow.
On the last play of the season. Exactly, Happy Hodak. Were you at Lambeau Field that day, Happy Hodak?
So our TV might be a little glitchy. And that's maybe a catch, maybe not a catch. I think that is a catch, but I'm not sure if it's a catch. Maybe, maybe not, because who knows what is a catch.
All right, as we speak.
Dez didn't catch it. Just wanted to trigger some Cowboys fans.
Nice.
Did you hear what I said?
Oh, Aaron Jones getting some yardage.
I said, did he catch it? Did he not catch it? I don't know. Do we even know what is a catch? And then I said, Dez didn't catch it.
I have thoughts on that. Meanwhile, the Packers have got 31 rushing yards already from Aaron Jones just on this drive.
Incomplete.
Just on this
PI.
drive.
That's PI. I have to say, that's PI. I need, is there anything yellow I can use to just throw?
Come on. We don't need to be throwing objects.
I know. Let's see. Replay. Oh, that's PI. PI.
Packers have crossed Minnesota territorial line. Sorry, not Minnesota. Dallas territory line.
No, I remember the Packers brought that in that Cardinals receiver as a special guest.
They did bring in Nate Poole, and I remember the mayor of Green Bay giving him the key to the city afterwards. Packers fans were rather happy with Arizona at that time. But to the point of Dez caught it, if you look at the replay, and if you judge it based on common sense of what's a catch and what's not a catch, Dez caught it.
He didn't catch it.
He caught it. He caught it. But the thing is, there were still 6 minutes left in the game.
Yeah.
And on the previous 3 drives, actually the previous 4 drives, the Packers scored 24 points.
Yeah.
Dallas ain't stopping them. the Packers are still going to win that game anyway. Didn't matter if Dez caught that. Packers were going to win that game. 2014 NFC Divisional Playoff, by the way, for those who don't know what we're referring to.
Minnesota looks like they're going to win this. Deep ball, incomplete.
If they stop them for a field goal, Buffalo gets the ball back.
True.
Which I think is one of the most ridiculous rules, by the way, in sports.
Yeah.
The NFL overtime rule. Give each team a chance at the ball.
Just play 10 minutes of normal football. That's how you settle. 10 minutes of normal football.
Either that or just at least give them each time with the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, where you score, they don't, you win.
That's what I mean. But, like, up to 10 minutes, and then you just go to another. Well, I guess you just go until you go.
In the postseason, yeah. But I can understand why they would have ties in the regular season.
No tie.
I know. I actually like ties because it makes it easier to decide playoff spots.
I just don't like ties in American sports.
Well, okay, Ted Lasso.
That's a British thing.
That's a tie. You can tie? I thought a tie is like a sign of the apocalypse. That's an actual Ted Lasso line, by the way.
Ties are things of Japanese baseball and English soccer.
And things that go around your neck for your school.
Oh, that's true. Who's in favor? I agree, but don't start on the 25 because you only need 25 yards to get there. That's what I say.
Third down for the Packers.
But I love college.
Rodgers. Incomplete pass on third down. Are they in field goal range? Maybe. It'd be a long one.
Would be a long one, I can say that.
Man.
No, there's no way they're in field goal range. They're back here.
54-yarder. Dallas 36.
Oh, okay. So that's just behind the whole thing.
Yeah. I'm not in favor of exactly how college does it.
Yeah.
I would say run the NFL overtime as it is with one exception. No matter what the first team does with the football, give the other team the ball.
But that's exactly what college is, except college doesn't
low
have
snap,
time.
They miss a field goal.
Oh.
You could have kicked it farther because of the bad snap. You could have kicked it farther.
Oh, like for real?
Close.
So was it on Jack Coco or Pat O'Donnell?
Bad snap. That's what I understand. And by the way, the Packers have a long snapper who has the same
Did he get
nickname as one of your aunts.
Coco?
Mm-hmm. I won't say more, but yeah.
I didn't know that, but okay. Now I'm confused. Dalvin Cook.
Stop him.
Stopped. Second and goal.
Yes, a Minnesota-Buffalo Super Bowl would be the Redemption Bowl because both teams have lost 4 Super Bowls. One of them's going to win one. That's why I said if it happens.
I was saying Minnesota ain't making the Super Bowl.
Right.
Fly, Eagles, fly on the road to victory.
The second favorite team of ours, the Philadelphia Eagles. Now we live in Philadelphia.
Score a touchdown, 1, 2, 3.
And I have to ask this
hit
again.
'em low, hit 'em high.
Why would you fly on a road?
Fly.
You don't fly on a road. You fly in the air.
Victory. E-A-G-L-E-S Eagles.
Sack time. Buffalo taking him down
Okay, I'm just gonna sing
at the
that
17-yard line.
Hopefully, if I sing that again, he'll get sacked.
I don't think there's any connection.
Okay, I'll just go then. Then this is what I'll do. No one likes us. No one likes us. No one likes us.
Yeah, don't sing the rest. It's a little bit of a dirty song. Third down for Dallas, 3rd and 6. Bad throw. Packers force a punt. Packers force the punt.
Defense. Defense.
All right, defense.
Defense. Yay!
All right. Buffalo forces a Minnesota field goal.
Bills Mafia, let's go.
Oh, don't read lips, kids.
Of who?
The Minnesota coach.
Oh, Kevin O'Connell?
Yep, that was bad. Was bad.
First-year head coach.
Guy looks like a lawyer.
Oh my God.
His face looks like a lawyer, not a football coach.
And then on the other side, we see Sean McDermott. Or not.
The Packers almost blocked that punt.
Did I just... What? Can you just make sure that that's the Buffalo coach for me? Can you just look up the coach? Because I think I just might have mixed him up with the Creighton coach.
Minnesota just took the lead.
Yes, they did.
Sean McDermott, not Greg McDermott.
I said Sean.
Okay.
I thought I might have said Greg.
You got a couple of Scotsmen coaching this game yet. A McDermott and a McDonald.
O'Connell.
O'Connell. O'Connell.
Yeah. It's
Then an
McDonald.
Irishman. Okay.
It's Kevin O'Connell, not Kevin McDonald. McDonald is a former coach, I think.
It's also a really bad fast food chain.
Uh-huh.
We'll edit that out if McDonald's ever wants to sponsor us.
As one of my teachers says, McGarbage.
There's so many good food spots here in Philadelphia. Why would you ever go to McDonald's?
Uh-huh.
Because it's cheaper than all
You
the other
can
stuff.
go to Wawa.
True. Very true. There are as many Wawas as there are McDonald's around here,
And
I
you
think.
can get healthier food.
Agreed. Though I want to find some of the better Italian delis in town and take you to some of those.
Sure.
We found a couple in South Philly. All right. What are all of you eating who are watching? Tell us what's on your plate right now. What are you drinking?
Hodag, can you send me cheese curds?
Yeah, he's addicted to them.
What do you mean I'm not addicted to them?
Yes, you are. That's all you think about every day.
Okay, that's true. No, what I was going to say is I can't be addicted if I almost never have them.
Yes, you're still addicted. You are
Okay,
always addicted.
sure.
You're just in withdrawal
Yeah.
because you don't have them.
I get cheese curds next weekend.
No.
Huh?
There are no Culvers in West Virginia.
We're not talking about that. I'm talking about the day before we go.
Oh, okay. That's right.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not. I never said a week.
Okay.
I said next weekend.
I was referring more to our travels coming up.
Yes.
All right, got an injury.
Who has an injury?
Trying to find out. Because, again, for those who are just joining us, I have to listen to the Packers broadcast right now.
If it's one of our
Because
guys,
Minnesota Buffalo's in overtime, so we can't get it on our TV screen until the Minnesota Buffalo game is over, and they're in overtime at the moment. Let's see. Oh, it's Cowboys linebacker Leighton Vander Esch.
Okay. I was about to say, if it's one of our guys, I was about to cry.
Oh. It's a pretty bad injury.
Well, it says he was walking off. Needed help, but
Oh, that was helmet to helmet.
Alan fumbles.
No, he was down, but the hit by the Minnesota defensive back was helmet to helmet.
I need to check. Are the Marquette women currently...
And your score updates from very obscure college basketball. We love the Marquette women.
Yeah.
Marquette women's basketball.
We are Marquette. They are winning 67-39 over University of Milwaukee, Wisconsin in the battle for Brew City.
And by the way, don't call them Milwaukee. They are the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee. That's the name of their university.
Yes.
I can't stand it when their athletic team tries to have a different name than the name of the university. It's ridiculous.
Hello.
We have an anonymous sighting.
Hey everybody.
Is my food ready?
It's cooling down.
Okay. I have garlic bread waiting, and I'm hungry. 4:26 left in the fourth quarter. Marquette winning it again up on UWM 67-39. Marquette men.
Rogers to Tunyon for 18 yards.
Oh, Eric Kendricks. That's mean. Pulling Josh Allen by his leg.
It's football. It happens.
That's mean.
You're right, but it's football.
All right, let's go, Stephon. Let's go.
Actually, 27, not the 37. Wayne said the 37, so wasn't as long of a game, but still first down. And then Aaron Jones. There you go.
Let's go, Aaron.
Aaron Jones, I mean, he's getting some yardage.
Run the ball. Run it. He's your best player. Just run the football.
Oh, man. Nice. How many yards does he have already?
Well, he's in my fantasy lineup, so, you know.
They've run the football 8 times for 39 yards already in this game.
Okay, well, that's good. And there's 5:52 left.
I mean, if Aaron Jones does not touch the football 25 times, they're dead.
Let's see, how am I doing in fantasy? Earlier, I was getting destroyed.
Oh, add some more yards to that. Yeah. They didn't count those 17 yards in there. So they've gained 56 yards on the ground.
And I'm coming up back against Chicago Sports Network in the Sorgy Stories Fantasy League.
Oh, are we going to have a guest today?
Yeah, we are.
Excellent.
At some point.
Excellent.
Don't know if it's immediate, but...
Okay.
Let's see. Fantasy football. Okay, so Aaron Jones has 5 points so far. Zach Ertz. Dude, you're in the first quarter. Oh, my gosh. Devontae Adams is so annoying, too. He's 0 points. Oh, my gosh, Tay. You're killing me. You're killing me, Devontae.
There you go. There you go, Diggs.
I drafted you with my first overall pick in, like, every league. Second in this one. Because Jonathan Taylor was my first round pick, and that sucked. Geno Smith, 19 points. Was that better than Josh Allen? No, it wasn't. Josh Jacobs also sucks. Yeah, I'm going to get killed because Mahomes had 13. McCaffrey's still left to play.
Buffalo's now within 20 yards of winning.
Touchdown. I was about to say touchdown wins, right?
Yep.
Deep shot.
Oh, it was in his hands, but heck of a defensive play by Shelley there for Minnesota to knock it out.
I thought that was Patrick Peterson at first. Oh, man.
And the Packers get stuffed on 3rd down. This is a bit of a defensive struggle.
Yes, it is. Knox couldn't come down with it.
That's just perfect timing on the defensive play. That's just good coverage.
Yeah. All right, so 2nd and 10 for
Packers
Buffalo.
going for it.
What and what? 4th and what? Allen screen complete. Oh, picked. Minnesota wins.
Ah.
Patrick Peterson, interception in the end zone. Vikings move to 8-1. Buffalo moves to 6-3.
Penalty on 4th down. I think Rodgers was trying to draw him off sides and didn't on 4th down. So he's going to punt. Minnesota goes down. Nick goes on for the win. They make it 8-1.
I just said that, but okay.
I'm trying to listen to 2 things at one time, so it's a bit challenging. So
Sorry.
I apologize. I apologize.
Buffalo 6-3. Do they even have the division lead anymore? Over New York?
I didn't really mean to make that up, but it's just funny to get. Yeah.
Yeah, now we have 0 viewers because of that.
I'm driving people away. Nobody wants us to. I just. Now they're still in the division lead by percentage points.
Oh, okay.
They're 6-2, and Miami is 7-3.
Yeah, but they're 6-3 now.
That's true. So then
Miami
Dolphins would have the division lead by a half game.
Wow, Tua Tagovailoa, formerly known as Tua Tagovailoa. He stopped that this year. Sue!
What?
I saw Ronaldo, so I went, Sue! When he goes like this, he goes, Sue!
He does the Arkansas Razorbacks chant?
No, he scores a goal, right? And then he goes, Sue!
That's what Arkansas Razorbacks fans yell.
Yeah, but it's completely separate. It's not related.
I didn't know that Ronaldo was a Pig Suey Arkansas Razorbacks fan. What?
big sweet.
Okay, can we get your back of the screen and go upstairs for food?
No, I'm grabbing my tablet.
Okay. So.
And my food.
We're expecting the feed now to finally come on so we can watch this game in progress. That has had no score, so you haven't missed much. You've not missed much yet in this game. For all those who are joining us, for one viewer, and for all those that are watching on tape, thank you. Please, thank you for popping in. Please subscribe, hit the bell, give a like to the video. It'll be awesome. We love that. Now, the kid, and we'll get into this a little bit, the kid has been to a Packers-Cowboys game before. I have covered more than my share of them. Way more than my share of Packers-Cowboys games. And I think my favorite was a game that I wasn't even born. I wasn't even born yet, but I covered the game. The Ice Bowl. I had a chance to put together a rebroadcast of that game when I was working at WTMJ in Milwaukee, and it won awards. It was such a fun project. We talked about 12 old Packers players. We talked to Uncle Vern Lundquist, the great college football voice of CBS, who was on the Cowboys radio network at the time of the Ice Bowl. And I remember the story of how he got an exclusive one-on-one with Vince Lombardi the day before the game. You think Bill Belichick is going to give an opposing team's radio announcer an exclusive the day before a Super Bowl? No. Ain't going to happen. Just wait, kid. I'll tell you. But some of the best playoff games in the last 60 years have happened between these two teams. And yes, Dallas calls themselves America's team, and they own the literal copyright to it. I just say the Packers embody it a bit better. It's a team of, for, and literally by the people, because individual fans own it as a nonprofit organization. We finally got the feed as they're about to end the first quarter. And Dallas is in Green Bay territory at the 36. But there's a little bit of flaggage going down. What's the flag for? What is the flag for? Oh, man. I love these Twilight 425 games. Make it so much easier to watch as a fan. Around the dinner hour. But when I was working these games, I much preferred the noon games. Yes, Happy Hodag. Last time the Cowboys were in the Super Bowl, 1995. I was in college. And I had a roommate from Dallas. It was not fun. My college experience was a nightmare for that reason. Oh, no. You didn't go there, Happy Hodag. You didn't go there. No. No. He said the Packers are owned by the community in the regular season and the 49ers in the playoffs. Happy Hodag.
Yeah, but that's true.
I'm not saying it's not, but you just don't have to go there. I don't feel as much PTSD. I shouldn't rip on true PTSD, but the football version of it. I mean, the closest football version of it to me is more when the Packers lost Super Bowl 32. I mean, that was the worst loss, I think, that I can ever remember. But this last year's loss in the divisional playoff, I think is going to resonate much more because I frankly put it as the end of an era. To me, it's the end of an era. You're giving Grossi the proper Grossi credit for that. Okay.
But you know what that means? If the Niners own us, then does that not mean that the Niners' grandkids are the Bears? Isn't that how that works? Because we own the Bears?
The Niners' grandkids are the Chicago Bears.
How about that? All right.
I don't think you can find that on Ancestry.com, ladies and gentlemen.
We have a guest coming on here in a second.
Excellent.
I appreciated him waiting. I was like, hey, I'm grabbing food right now. Can you wait 1 minute?
Excellent.
So you can have some garlic bread if you want, by the way.
Oh, thank you. I'm okay right now, but that view from the top of the stadium. Oh my gosh, that's just perfect. There's no better view in the National Football League than a filled Lambeau Field. Absolutely none. 80,000 people. The sad thing is, you got a lot of Cowboys fans there this time around. A lot of Cowboys fans because, well, the Packers stink right now. Dallas does travel well with their fans. Like the Packers, they're a national team. And Packers fans probably want to sell a lot of tickets because they don't want to go see this team get killed.
Yeah. And there he is.
Uh-oh. We got some friends coming.
Please.
We got some people coming on.
Welcome on to the show.
He creates the graphic for it.
Of course I
That's
did.
awesome.
Stat G Sports. Welcome on.
Hey.
Can you hear us?
We can't hear you. Can you hear us?
We good now?
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Much
there we go.
better.
That was on me.
There we go. So I realized I was still muted.
Okay. You're fine.
All good. For those who are just joining us, Dallas has the football at the Green Bay 34-yard line, 3rd and 4. This would be a massive stop if they can pull it off. And it is, but I think Dallas is now in field goal range to kick a 48-yard field goal.
We've got the man VicTube in here.
VicTube!
What's up?
Hey! Well,
Dallas goes for it on 4th and 1.
Oh, they tried to quick snap it. Did they get it? I think they did. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like
A couple plays behind you. I'm just now on the 3rd and 4.
Okay.
Yeah, we've got the live feed because we've got the digital antenna going.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh,
Yeah.
they put Rodgers on him. Oh, man.
Based on experience from me being on Stat Sheet Sports' lives, if we use sling, we're behind him.
Right.
If we use the antenna, we're ahead. So it's a weird dynamic.
I will do my best to not overreact. That way you have a chance to react. And let us know if you can get on screen too, all right? If you're taking care of something, I understand.
Okay, yeah.
Totally understand. It's okay.
But yeah, make sure to check out Stat Sheet Sports on YouTube, Spotify, Patreon, and its website. All great stuff.
All that stuff. Absolutely.
As we see McCarthy back at Lambeau, 1st and 5 after a penalty. I don't know.
They pull the Rodgers, and where they snapped the ball before the Packers were ready, and they had 12 men on the field. But a nice little defensive play there on 1st down. Tell us how life is. Tell us whether you're 50,000 degrees warmer than we are after we just dropped temperatures by about 20 degrees in the last 24 hours.
I'm not sure if it's much warmer down here. It's like, let me look at the weather app. I think it's upper 50s today.
Okay, so you're not too much more than me.
Not too much off.
Oh,
It is.
great open field tackling. Sorry to interrupt, but
Oh, wow, I was wrong. It's 51 today.
Yeah, it's 50 here.
We're about equal. And it's 51 in the south of the United States. Wow.
Yes.
Well, it's kind of like that during summer. Humidity. I mean, it's a little hot. It's hotter down there, but here it's hot.
That face of Matt LaFleur, just like his mouth slightly open, looking like, huh? Like the John Belushi college poster. If you've ever seen that.
No.
I don't think so. I don't think I've seen that one, though.
Okay, let me see if I can find that. While the Cowboys are in the red zone.
Oh, no. I think I've seen that before.
Get to that.
Yeah, the Cowboys going on a nice drive right now, unfortunately.
Where's that?
Yeah.
Share screen. There you go. You got it.
I'm starting to learn some of these StreamYard tricks.
The kid stuff.
I'm an old fart, but I can get it.
Oh, man. All right, so, yeah.
This is what I was describing.
Yeah.
That's what Matt LaFleur looked like a few seconds ago.
Yeah, I saw that on my screen about probably 20 seconds ago. Yeah. Yeah.
I'll leave the tab up just in case we have more sightings of it.
Somebody's mad at somebody. I can't tell what's going on, though.
Tell us the state of your Clemson Tigers.
Well, we've won yesterday, 31-16.
Yeah.
Against Louisville, but you know how fans are of teams. You lose one game, especially a blowout, and they think it's the end of the world.
Yep.
So people have been freaking out down here about that, but I mean it's not a big deal. You lose one game, season's not over. You still got the ACC championship, the rivalry game against Carolina, and then it's a slim chance of still making the playoff. So
yeah, that's where it is big and oftentimes to overreact, because in college football, one loss destroys your chance often of going after the big one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
And
especially when you lose like that.
And especially when there are 4 undefeated teams right now.
We should have a live discussion about it at some point. We should get you in on this. What should the college football playoff format be? I know they're going to be going to 12 teams soon.
I like that.
I like the 12. And I like the first round games being played at the college campus, because I feel like that's what makes college football.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is when it's played at I think the atmosphere of the stadiums make it better. Like I think the games would be a lot better atmosphere if you have Clemson, Alabama at Alabama or at Clemson instead of in California like it was a couple years ago, or in Tampa.
I mean, I think there's something to be said about that, especially for early round games. I think there's something to be said about the experience of going to a bowl game for like your big New Year's 4, assuming that they use the quarterfinals on New Year's Day, if you will, and the days surrounding that. I mean, there's that. And then if you have one site for a football Final Four, I don't like the idea of having separate sites for the semifinals and championship. Like, given 10 plus days after New Year's Day, play it on a Saturday, and then like a championship game on the Thursday afterward in the same city, a football Final Four. Because for example, as a fan of Clemson, would you travel 3 times in 3 successive weekends, and would enough fans, like 30, 40,000 Clemson fans, travel to see them play in 3 rounds of a national championship tournament?
I really don't think so.
Exactly.
But if, like you said, if it's in the same city, there would be a lot more I think there would be a lot of fans for Clemson at each game, but I think you would have more if, like you said, it's in the same city.
Right.
Yeah, I like that idea, having it kind of like they do in the NCAA tournament.
Yeah. I mean, for the final 2 rounds, do that and then have like the rose, orange, sugar, and cotton, I think you suggested.
Yeah, forget the Fiesta and Peach. We don't need that.
Those become consolation games, and that's fine. 2nd and goal. Uh-oh. Stop him.
Okay, so here comes all of the college football.
Yeah.
There's WVU Mountaineer Lair with Kenny, a great West Virginia channel. Check him out. He's got all sorts of stuff.
Definitely check him out. Absolutely.
And here's another college football channel, Bo Stacker. But how about those Mountaineers? They're garbage.
Oh, man.
They're garbage. They beat Oklahoma, but they're still garbage.
Oh, man. Yep, touchdown Dallas. They're now up 7-0.
Yeah, I saw that one. That was not.
Even the
not really
Savage
much,
tipped the pass.
not much you could do right there.
Yeah, Savage tipped that pass as he went into the backfield, but
Yeah.
and Mike McCarthy has not changed his nonverbal reactions in his years since coaching the Packers.
Nope.
I want to see. I see Vic talking about this 12-team playoff. I can't wait. A playoff game at Camp Randall, whenever it happens, if it ever happens, that would be phenomenal.
They would need to be top 5 to 8.
Yeah, they'd have to be,
They would have to win the Big Ten, or
be 11-1 and finish second.
be 11-1 and like lose the, or like go 12-0 and lose the conference championship game. That type of thing.
They'd have to be 12-1.
Or go like 10-2 and win the Big Ten.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not going to be easy.
So what do y'all think about? Well, I know me and Anthony kind of talked about it yesterday. What do you think of Jim Leonard's job so far? The way the offense has looked and the way they've been playing since he's taken over. I know it didn't look too good yesterday, but
Right.
Yeah, before yesterday, I liked it, but not anymore.
Longview, I think it's been an improvement.
Yeah.
Definite improvement. I think before they hire him, and I forget if this time has already passed, but I think actually it might happen this week for one guy I'd like to see at least be a candidate as a coach. I would love to see the Badgers bring in for interviews Byron Leftwich and Eric Bieniemy from Kansas City. Byron Leftwich with Tampa Bay, Eric Bieniemy from Kansas City. I don't know if they would take the job if it was offered to them because they may want to stay in the NFL. But I think especially with Leftwich, and certainly with Bieniemy as well, they as a recruiter could go into any quarterback's house with a Super Bowl ring and be like, hey, I work with Tom Brady or I work with Patrick Mahomes. I can teach you all you're going to need to know to become a top-level NFL quarterback. And they can do that at Wisconsin. Jim Leonard can't do that.
I didn't even think about that. That's a really good point. That's a really good point.
Now, do they want to coach in college? That's a totally different question.
That is the question, is will they take it?
Now, if they wouldn't, who would you want? Now, I've already expressed my liking for Lance Leopold at Kansas.
I would not see a problem with either Leopold or with Jim Leonard.
Okay.
Based off what I've seen so far. To me, it's 50-50.
Would you like maybe, I don't know, a Bill O'Brien?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
I don't want those damaged goods.
Then Matt Rule, Baylor, former Baylor coach. Didn't have success in the NFL, but he really restarted Baylor as a program.
I could see that maybe. You're closer to where Matt Rule has been a coach. So, I mean, what do you think? Well, we watch the Packers get the football back.
I would like Matt Rule going to Wisconsin. I'd like that. I know another good coach. It doesn't really fit his style, and his just the kind of atmosphere he brings in with him. But Jamie Chadwell from Coastal Carolina, I don't know if he would go to Wisconsin, but I don't know if he wants to go up north. But I mean, he also, I don't know. He's another coach that I expect to have a Power 5 job after this year.
At worst, I would say him. I'd rather not.
I just don't know if he's a guy. He's a great coach. I just don't know if he would be a good fit at Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Aaron Rodgers has more tape wrapped around his thumb than you or I when we're trying to wrap a Christmas present. That's not a good sign.
What's it called? I don't know if you've seen Pops, but there's been talk.
Come on, Aaron.
All right, there we go. There's been talk about Deion to Nebraska. There have been strong rumors, and I've seen things from local Nebraska sources saying, like, local Nebraska outlets reporting that verbally Deion has agreed to the position. That hasn't been a national thing, but there have been Nebraska people saying that.
That would shock me.
Yeah.
That would shock me. I want to get a couple of comments while we're seeing the Packers on a 3rd and 3 play. WVU Mountain Lair with Kenny. Hey, guys, you're going to be coach. You think it would be Jeff Castile. You're sure they've approached him about it. That's why they said that it'd come out, you would have a coach waiting.
He's talking about WVU.
Right. I thought so.
And
Aaron Rodgers flops down at the 11-yard line after a not so good.
For the Mountaineers, I'd be open. I don't know. I feel like there are two guys I'd like to see in Morgantown, and that's Jamie Chadwell, and that is, what's his name? Statue Sports. What's the
And a fumble, and the Cowboys get the football at the 11-yard line.
What's the App State coach's name? I always forget.
Oh, Rodgers, you got to hold the ball.
Hold on. What's his?
Isn't it Sean Bryan? Is that right, Sean Bryan?
Sean Clark. Sean Clark.
Those are the two guys.
Oh, number one, Rodgers allowed the fumble, and number two, his hand hurts even worse.
Yeah, dang, I just saw that.
Hugh Freeze, he's just had too much stuff, I feel like, at Ole Miss that I don't want him coming.
Get Jordan Love ready.
Yeah,
Get Jordan
let's
Love
go, Love!
ready.
I want it to be Love time. I've been saying it for weeks. Bring him in.
The Packers need to know what they have with Jordan Love, because he could be their quarterback in the future, but they don't know, and it's a contract year. Meanwhile, they've got to stop this Dallas team. It's 10 yards away from a 14-0 lead.
Got to hold them to a field goal at work.
Please. Oh. It's like I want the Packers to start the rebuilding project now.
Yeah, just bring in.
Yeah, me too.
Bring in Love.
Yeah. You guys are mentioning a lot of college coaches that I have no knowledge about. This kid does.
Hugh Freeze is the former Ole Miss coach. He had some stuff there. He was fired there for violations.
Okay, let's get a comment up, though.
Okay.
Hugh Freeze. Permission from the SEC.
Yeah, because at Ole Miss he had recruiting violations and stuff.
Yeah, those are coaches Wisconsin shouldn't even come close to touching.
Yeah, I don't want to see anyone with that.
But your point about Jamie Chadwell to West Virginia, I think he fit in really well, right?
He's a culture fit, too.
Oh, yeah.
Because I feel like West Virginia, the guy I'd like to see, and this might be controversial, I don't think he would come, but I'd be interested about, like, Deion in Morgantown. And I don't think West Virginia would want that, but I feel like he would be a good coach.
Pick!
Who is that? Oh, Keyshawn.
Yes!
Is that Keyshawn?
Woo-hoo!
Is that Keyshawn?
No. That's it.
Then who is it? It's not Kevin Kevin King.
I think it's Kevin King.
He's not on the team anymore.
I don't know.
That's Keyshawn
That's
Nixon.
right. That's right.
Better be Keyshawn Nixon. He's really good.
Sorry, I'm still used to Keyshawn Johnson as being the only Keyshawn I've ever heard of in my life.
ESPN.
And he's still on national radio.
And on TV.
Yeah.
Oh, watch all of our viewers go away right now. I'm calling it. Because Uncle Lou just is about to go. He has a premiere going right now.
Oh, jeez.
It's Your Season Is Over, where he yells about how bad teams are. It's really funny.
Why endure that when you've got a live Packers game going on?
He just goes. Wisconsin will probably be on it again, like they have been every week.
Yeah.
If you lose, essentially, you get on there.
I saw that pick, and man, that was great.
It was.
Yes.
Really
Most accurate, most overrated player in history is
Tony Mandarich. That's my answer.
Packer-centric answer, but there's some validity to it. You might put Jeff George or Steve Entman in that category. You've never heard of them because they were number one picks who stunk. And about half of the players who've won Heisman trophies.
True.
Because they just don't pan out in the NFL.
Kenny, I will say,
Johnson, you say. Go ahead.
Bible study with his players at Liberty. I think that also could be the university saying you got to do this as just part of their university style.
That's very probable.
I don't know Freeze's background, but
if that is who he is individually, all the better, because I think that tends to draw more character players to you. Like I think about, for example, with that type of thing, I think about what would have happened if Notre Dame would have gone after the coach that I was begging for them to go after for years. Put up Fort Knox and hire Tony Dungy. Now, he's retired by now. But imagine if Tony Dungy had been at Notre Dame. That would have been the perfect combination. They could have won national titles there. Maybe.
Knowing a Notre Dame fan, I'm so glad they did not hire Tony Dungy. Thank God they did it.
You would have had an impossible life.
Yes.
Having to deal with that fan.
AK Chicago Sports Network. Check him out.
Yes.
I would have to broach that subject with him. That would be a fun one.
Next time I go on to one of his streams, I'm gonna have to wear my Marshall hat.
Please do.
I'm planning on going on Statue Sports. You might know him. He's been around. Will Indy. He's a big Notre Dame fan. He invited me onto his show, so I'm gonna make sure to wear my Marshall hat.
I don't think I've seen him. Make sure you text me his channel link.
Yeah, he
He
started his channel in like September, and his first stream he got Grossi rated.
Meanwhile, with the Packers game, CeeDee Lamb and Schultz and Dak Prescott arguing on the sidelines over where to find the best cheese curds in Green Bay, while Aaron Jones gains 13 yards or so. But a flag on the play.
No, I'm not a Marshall fan. My grandma just went there. That's why.
That's why you are a Marshall fan.
I'm not a Marshall fan. I mean,
You like Marshall.
Yeah,
but
I'm not a fan of them. Yeah, I just have a hat. But I mean, I have a Notre Dame hat because I like Notre Dame. But I have my reasons. It's not like I just like Marshall.
That's a horse collar almost tackle that was on Aaron Jones that I think. Oh, but they're calling a flag on the Packers. It looks like it's going to be offsetting penalties, I think.
Yeah, I'm not like a Marshall fan, but I like them because my grandma went there. So,
We should call the streams College Fans Watch Pros. We really should. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
It just is.
Kenny.
It looked like a face mask and a horse color on.
Yeah, it's offsetting penalties. Yeah. Now, I sense a bit of a difference between, say, WVU and Marshall fans and a good chunk of where I'm from in Milwaukee, Marquette and Wisconsin fans.
Yeah, it's the
Because
same thing.
there is a batch of Marquette and Wisconsin fans that loathe each other's teams. And then there are people like me, and I think that's the quiet majority of fans of the two teams that actually like each other and root for each other when they're not playing each other. It's like playing your brother. There's no one you want to beat more, but when you're not playing them, you root for them. I think that's more like what Marquette, Wisconsin is, because Marquette doesn't have a football program, undefeated since 1960. So it's a little bit easier with basketball, but I think because Marshall has football, it tends to be that way. And you can answer that better than I ever could, Kenny and Bo. Is that a touchdown? Is that a touchdown for Christian Watson?
Redemption.
Uh-oh. What's the ruling? We got a frozen screen here. Got a frozen screen.
Who was he up against? Was he up against Diggs?
He beat Diggs.
No, that's not Diggs. Is
Oh.
it? I think that's Brown.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Brown.
I'm like, if he beats Diggs,
See you
that's
later, Bo.
ridiculous.
He's also really quick, to be fair. You're a Bears fan. Eagles, Bills.
Man, what a pass.
All right, so Crosby with the PA.
Tie ball game, baby.
Second quarter, 4:54 left. It's the Cowboys 7, the Packers 7. Redemption for Christian Watson after he dropped a touchdown against Minnesota.
It's like that drop at the very beginning of the season.
First pass of his career.
That drop at the start of the year, I felt like symbolized the whole year
Yeah.
to this point. So for him to prove that he can make that play is so ridiculously important for his future.
Kenny, the NFL is complete chaos.
As it should be, and I love it that way.
So just look up on Google who's leading each division and who the top 7 teams are in each conference. That'll tell you right now.
I can tell you it will probably not be the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah, there is one consistent team in the National Football League, and that's the Philadelphia Eagles.
Well, consistent means that you haven't lost at all. I mean, like Minnesota and Buffalo are consistently good,
True, but I
but
mean,
they're not
who
undefeated.
did Minnesota lose to?
Philly.
Oh, yeah, that's true. So Minnesota, yeah. Buffalo is 3 losses now.
They're now behind Miami in the AFC East.
Yeah, so there's no one out of the AFC that I'm like, oh, they're great, but I'll take Buffalo.
I'm curious with where you live, Stat Sheet Sports. Is your turf more Carolina Panthers or Atlanta Falcons turf?
I can't speak really which ones, but I will say I know more Panthers fans than I know Falcons fans. But it's not a real big NFL, obviously, because I live right here in Clemson, so
Right.
it's college football.
Oh, yeah.
I would say if I had to guess, more people are probably for the Falcons because more Clemson players play for the Falcons with Grady Jarrett and A.J. Terrell and Vic Beasley used to have played there. So I would imagine the Falcons, probably more people watch the Falcons, but probably, I don't know. It's hard to say. For the overall upstate of South Carolina, I think it's primarily Panthers.
Speaking of teams that love Panthers, talk is Pitt. Let's go Pitt. Let's go Green Bay. Disagree with the first. We love the second. But I was also curious with that because if you remember, Carolina's first season, they played at Clemson.
Yeah. Back whenever they were I think they were building them a stadium or rebuilding a stadium, something like that. They played in Clemson.
Yeah. And it was always like, it's always intriguing and fun to me when a pro team has to play in a college stadium because you don't have the amenities, but it's much more that college atmosphere.
Yes.
And
yeah.
you can fit more people in too.
Uh-huh.
Well, the 3 recent times that's happened would be what? Champaign with the Bears, Then playing at Illinois.
which was ridiculous.
Minnesota at TCF Bank.
Yep.
From the Gophers.
Great stadium, by the way. I've covered games there. It's awesome.
And yeah. And then Clemson with the Panthers. Of course.
That is truth.
Packers fans everywhere.
That is truth. If you go back, Talkers Pit, to our story of when we went to a Packers bar in Philadelphia last year, we actually dive into the story of when there was a Packers bar and a Steelers bar blocks from each other in Rome, Italy, and they held a block party the day that they played in the Super Bowl.
I bet
I
that was
watched the Backyard Brawl, Kenny. And yeah, that was nice. Good blowout. That's all I've watched of them.
It was excellent.
You didn't get the chance to watch it,
Right.
but I did. I wasn't paying that much attention because I was modding not GVDs. I actually wasn't modding at all. I was in Mark Rogers' live chat. That's what it was.
But I need some caffeine.
Well, go get some.
Got it right here.
I thought you meant you were like out.
No, it's just yawning there. But we will be able to pay attention a little bit more to Mountaineer sports in about 10 days or so.
Yeah.
9 to 10 days. And by the way, we will be doing a college football stream on Saturday.
Oh, yeah. Wisconsin, Nebraska. We will probably be paying a little bit of attention to, what's it called?
Flag again.
I lost a lot.
DPI.
Well, Talkers Pit, then you'll like this T-shirt that I have on. 2010 Olympic Super Bowl champs.
Oh, man, that call. Good call, but you can't do that. You can't grab a guy's leg. They're going to call it every time. Think.
Yeah, when we get a new coach, we'll beat you.
Yeah, you can't do that, especially in the NFL. There's no getting away with it in the NFL.
Rasul, too. Come on, Rasul.
Think.
My guy from West Virginia. One of my favorite Packers just because of that.
Yeah, I'm not sure how long he's going to
play though.
Oh yeah, I think this might be the last year of his deal, but
Yeah.
no, I think we saw
Smart play to grab him because that's a touchdown if he lets him run by him.
That's true.
Yeah, true. Which means you need to do a better job of covering him.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, and that was Jonathan Ford.
That was Ford, yeah, earlier.
Not Keyshawn Nixon. Run play there. But yeah, we'll be live for Wisconsin, Nebraska at noon on Saturday, and then maybe, and obviously West Virginia's going to be going on, so we'll probably keep tabs on that as well.
Right. If we can do split screen, we'll do it gladly.
Yeah, I might have to.
Injured Packer.
And that's going to be Devontae White, the rookie out
Yep.
of Georgia. If possible, what we might have to do is switch your computer to my computer and then have my computer showing the West Virginia game. Because I have ESPN Plus on my computer.
Yeah, so we may have to watch in separate rooms, but we can still do it.
No, we'll figure it out.
Okay. Yeah, because, of course, the last year's Georgia defense, like half of it went to Green Bay, the other half went to Philadelphia. Came here to Philly.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. Well, no, what I'm saying is that you would just put this here, and then this would just go here.
I see your point.
Yeah.
I see your point. But that's right. I'm trying to remember, when did Pitt stop playing at Pitt Stadium and move all their games to Heinz Field? And how is it playing in an NFL stadium for college football? Well, what are your thoughts, Talkers Pitt? I think it's a fantastic move in some senses because you can attract top talent, but like, hey, you play where the NFL guys play. You get their locker rooms. It's that type of experience, but it's off campus, so it's harder for your student body to go.
But, yeah, I was about to say, Pitt doesn't get that many.
I believe it was 2001 when they moved to Heinz Field, right?
Might have been.
Sounds about right.
I was watching something on Pitt football the other day, and I think that's when it was either 2000 or 2001, I think.
Man. I mean, that's what I love about Marquette basketball is that they play in an NBA arena that's 3 blocks off campus. So it functions both ways. You get both advantages, and I think that's why it's better for them to recruit. Even as a smaller school, they have a chance to compete. But that's the exception, not the rule, when you're playing in a professional stadium of some sort. I mean, Pitt Stadium was great back in the day. It was just a big, loud bowl, sat 60,000 people. It was a hard
I think that is one of the problems with Pitt playing at the Steelers Stadium is that the atmosphere isn't the same as it was. Now, obviously, for the backyard brawl, it was, but typically.
But there was also a good amount of WV fans there.
Oh yeah, that wasn't just Pitt fans. West Virginia traveled probably just as good as Pitt.
Stop him!
Game.
Oh, I think they just stopped him short of the first.
I think it was about a 70-30 Pitt crowd. That's what it seemed like it was.
All right, 4th and 1. They're going with a hurry up on 4th down.
Yeah. Hurry up offense.
And a timeout was called, it looks like. I think McCarthy has taught Prescott Aaron Rodgers lessons about how to run a hurry up offense in situations like that.
But Aaron Rodgers was probably telling Matt LaFleur, hey, this is what he's doing.
Oh, I know, but
yeah.
And LaFleur can see it.
Exactly,
so
that's what I'm saying. You call timeout.
I love what you're saying there, Getty. Needing a home field advantage.
They don't have it.
That's not home field advantage. That's not easy.
Yeah, Kenny, Wisconsin, and WVU both have Bama in the next 10 years.
Yes.
With home and homes. Bama at Camp Randall is going to be insane.
That's going to be one of those new Big Ten Saturday night game packages. I guarantee.
On NBC, yeah.
I guarantee that's going to be on that night. Imagine Madison after 13 hours of drinking. What that atmosphere will be for Alabama coming in.
And I have to think, whether Notre Dame goes to the Big Ten or not, that since Wisconsin is in the Big Ten, that they would be able to put Notre Dame as a Wisconsin at Lambeau as the primetime game.
They do that.
Would they, or is that a contract dispute because it would have to be a Big Ten home game in non-conference?
Would technically have to be a Big Ten home game, but I would guess, that's my own prediction, I think Notre Dame's going Big Ten.
Yeah, by that time, I think Notre Dame will be in the Big Ten.
Thoughts?
What year is that?
That's 28.
Yeah.
28. Yeah, I think by then they'll probably be in a conference, yeah. But yeah, that would be fun to watch them play at Lambeau. But I think if they keep the current contract, I think it would be a Big Ten home. If Wisconsin's considered technically the home team, then yeah, I think that would be on Fox.
But
Wisconsin is considered the road game.
Yeah, Notre Dame's the home team in that game.
Oh, then yeah, I think that would be on NBC then.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is by that time, NBC would have the prime time.
So they'd make it
Big Ten, so it would be a 3:30.
Yeah. That is so eerie.
Mike McCarthy way.
Watching a sign of Mike McCarthy way when he's bringing the enemy team in town right on the corner of Lambeau Field. That is so eerie. And they're going for it.
And they're stuffed.
Oh, second effort. I think he got it. Second effort. I think he got it.
The call?
Thought I saw a ref pointing towards Dallas, but let's see. Like pointing in Dallas's direction like they're going to keep the football. Oh, they got to bring the chain gang out for this one, but I think he's going to get it.
How crazy is this hypothetical? What would happen if Nick left Bama and WVU he went back home and coached against Bama?
Does the West Virginia State Legislature have the guts to raise every citizen's income tax by
$10.
Oh my gosh, that's close. That is so close. Dallas got it by a chain link. Wow. Oh man. And I think they got a bad spot because I think he got clear ahead far beyond the first down marker on that second effort.
Look at me.
But keep with what you were saying about the tax.
Is it going to be okay
I love this.
for the West Virginia State Legislature? Are they going to have the guts to raise everyone's income taxes by $20 per citizen? Because that's the only way you're going to raise enough money to get Nick Saban under contract and improve the West Virginia facilities enough to where he's going to want to come to West Virginia.
I think it's a good idea.
I'm sure Marshall fans would file a lawsuit about that. Marshall fans having to pay Nick Saban's salary.
Yes, they would, Kenny says, at a heartbeat to land Nick. Jim Justice said as much. Well, then Jim Justice can pay for it. If he does, go for it.
As the governor.
Yes, because Governor Jim Justice is also a billionaire. He can afford it. I think it would be an absolutely sweet and ridiculously beautiful story. It ain't happening. I'd love it, but it ain't happening. If it does, I will stand at the West Virginia Capitol.
Beautiful capital, by the way. We did a video.
And we'll do a video of me destroying the WVU fight song. if they land Nick Saban.
Just singing it?
Just singing it.
It's West Virginia. It's West Virginia.
Exactly.
I can sing it.
I hope Saban doesn't leave Bama anytime soon, because then that makes me worry about Dabo leaving Clemson.
Oh, yeah.
I think that would be between Dabo and Lane Kiffin for the Bama job.
They did that on a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Way above Lane Kiffin.
I think they would pick Dabo 100% before they took Kiffin. I'm torn. I really don't know what Dabo would do.
I'm just thinking of guys that were under Saban. I don't think Kirby would go.
No.
So Kiffin is probably the next up. But
And Jimbo wouldn't go either.
This is going to sound crazy, but if Bill Belichick was 20 years younger with the team he has right now in New England, he'd go.
I think so, yeah. If he wasn't older, yeah. I think
Job
he would.
security. He would have immediate job security. 2:30 left. Dallas football 3rd and 10. Oh, yes! Yes!
Jonathan
Oh,
Ford.
get going! Get going! Woo! Pick number 2.
Statue Sports, what you're about to see,
I'm about to see it, yeah.
it's amazing. It's just amazing.
We're due for one because Jair missed one, and there was another one that was a little bit high on the 2nd and 10, on the last set of downs.
Now, please run the ball this drive. You have time.
Man, same guy.
Oh. Dak didn't even think about reading him. It was like he threw right to him. And the receiver never broke properly to where the football was.
Yeah, Lamb ran his route, but
I mean, Lamb never made the adjustment, and Dak just threw it right to him. Just bad football. I'll take it.
Is Rodgers on the field?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I mean, now that they have a chance to win this game.
It's a competitive game. He should be in the field.
Yeah.
Yeah, CeeDee Lamb wasn't even looking
Yeah.
at the quarterback until the ball was all basically in the safety's hands.
Because he was turning as Ford runs up, and it was just a bad moment.
Either CeeDee Lamb ran the wrong route or the Cowboys had a terrible play design.
That or just a bad throw and bad decision.
Yeah.
It's all over the place.
Oh, yeah, and I agree with you. We need to just keep running the ball. Run the ball, hit them with a little bit of play action, but pound the ball.
Yeah.
And yes, Kenny, hashtag, as we say here in Philly, Dallas sucks. If I ever went to a Packers-Eagles game as a Packers fan, I would buy an oversized T-shirt to put over my jacket that said, "We agree, Dallas sucks." They might like it. They might let me live.
Oh, they wouldn't.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd go to a Philly game as an opposing cheering for the opposing team.
If it's a regular season game for the Phillies, you're good. Playoff Phillies, no. Playoff
any team in this town, no.
No. And then Eagles, you just don't go.
Yeah.
As an opposing team. But outside of the Eagles during the regular season, you can go to anything.
Like,
I went to an Eagles game against they were playing the Packers. I think I'd be wearing a Jalen Hurts jersey and internally cheering for the Packers.
I would consider wearing a Jalen Hurts Alabama jersey.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
That would be, I mean, one of the coolest college game wearing a pro jersey experiences I ever had was before I worked for the Badgers Radio Network. I went to a Badgers UCF game in early September. It was like 95 degrees. I was baking. And it was the first game after Lee Evans graduated from Wisconsin and went to the Buffalo Bills. Now, I love wearing blue. Blue's my color. Milwaukee Brewers, Marquette University, all that stuff.
Or West Virginia.
I just met your mommy.
Okay. True.
So I wasn't yet.
A Mountaineer.
I just met my wife. I was not yet a Mountaineer, if you will. But I got a Buffalo Bills, navy blue, Lee Evans jersey, had the blue Washington Nationals hat, so I'd have the W.
Go Nets.
Boom. And the amount of people that came up to me were like, dude, that is cool. I was the only guy in the stadium that could get away with not wearing red.
Yeah.
And it was beautiful.
If I was going to a Wisconsin game, I'd probably get a JT jersey.
Kenny, truth.
Cunningham.
Truth. Randall Cunningham, that guy was insane.
I can't wait to wear or to get one of the jerseys he wore, except when the Eagles bring it back and Hurts. I really want to get that.
The Kelly Green throwback.
Those would be awesome.
I think the most popular NFL jersey I see at Clemson games is probably Deshaun Watson Houston Texans jersey.
Mm.
You see a good bit of those.
I'm surprised that they're still around.
Now, there's still enough love for him because of the alma mater.
True.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people that do not support his actions, but that are still going to wear his jersey because he got us a national championship.
Yeah.
Oh.
I will say this year, actually thinking about it, there's been more Trevor Lawrence Jaguars jerseys
than
Texans jerseys.
Why did you catch that ball instead of dropping it? You were going to get tackled anyway. Negative yards. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Dallas, for that holding call. Phew.
On Diggs. Yep, that's Diggs. Diggs. Stefan's better.
Aaron Rodgers trying a matrix throw to Tunyon. Yeah, that was a bad decision by Rodgers, but they got away with it because of the holding call.
Oh, yeah. I just see where they're announcing the flag now.
All right. Be better in the red zone than you were last week, please. Be better.
Yes, please. We
Now
can't deal with that again.
That was painful. Yep. Run the ball with Aaron Jones. Run the ball with Aaron Jones. There you go.
It's not hard. And you've got another running back in A.J. Dillon, the power back.
Yes, if you get inside the 5, run it with him.
Does Joe Namath still have the longest pass in NFL history? I don't think he has a 99-yard pass.
Who does have a 99?
A bunch of people, including Brett Favre.
Okay.
I'll look it up. Let's see. I'm going to actually use the boys' room while we're on a timeout. I'll hand it off to you.
Okay. Hold on 1 second. Let's see. So, according to Wikipedia, per wiki here, and that's a touchdown for the Pack. Aaron Jones will make this 13-7.
We're getting it done on the ground today.
Yes, we are. It's taken long enough. So apparently, as apparently Kid Noah Ritter would say, per wiki, these are the longest. These are the 99 yarders. Frank Filchock to Andy Farkas. I think that's the right name. 1939. That was with Washington. George Izzo to Bobby Mitchell, also with Washington in 63. Carl Sweeten to Pat Studstill, Detroit, 1966. What's up, Tall? We are joined here by Stat Sheet Sports. Make sure to check him out. Did they make the PAT?
Yes, they did.
Okay, so let's turn that to 14-7. So yes, we're all happy here in the Sorgy Sports Studios. Pops will be right back. And then the other ones, you had Sonny Jurgensen to Jerry Allen, 68 with Washington. Jim Plunkett to Cliff Branch with the Raiders in 83. Ron Jaworski to Mike Quick.
Do I now need to
Birds.
run upstairs every time they're in the red zone to go to the bathroom?
Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome. So the Eagles, Stan Humphries to Tony Martin, Brett Favre to Robert Brooks, Trent Green to Mark Burricker, Jeff Garcia to Andre Davis, Gus Frerotte?
Just for rot.
Farrat to Bernard Berrien, Tom Brady to Wes Welker, and last one, Eli Manning to Victor Cruz. Those are all your 99-yard plays in history. While we're here, I'm going to give a quick NFL score update throughout the league now that we're on break. So let's run through all these scores here. Currently going on, we've got the Cowboys and Packers. Green Bay leads 14-7, as you know.
I have to interrupt you because you mentioned the name Mark Bowrager.
Okay, what do you want?
I was in the broadcast studio when Mark Bowrager caught that 99-yard touchdown. And who was on the call?
Who?
Harry Callis.
Oh, that's great.
Touchdown, Mark Bowrager. I'll stop.
Where did Joe Namath go to college?
Stat Sheet Sports, you know this one?
Alabama, I think.
Boom.
Oh, I
I'm
forgot.
pretty sure it's Alabama. I'll look it up real quick.
I knew that Bart Starr went to Alabama.
Bart Starr, Joe Namath.
Yeah,
Penn State.
Alabama.
All right,
Alabama.
so
I sometimes
Go
get him confused with Montana, which one went to Notre Dame and which one went to Alabama. But yeah, Namath went to Alabama.
This is insane. And hey, Toll Road.
Yeah, I already said hi to him.
But this is insane. The Packers are running the football. They're scoring off turnovers.
Oh, did they?
Did they just cause another turnover? Hold on. Hold on. We don't know who's got the ball yet because they can still keep fighting until they make the determination. Dallas got it.
Oh, that sucks. Okay. He got knocked out off the leg, and then he recovered.
It was right there. Yeah, that's a good call.
All right, so through the league, on Thursday night, Carolina beat Arizona this morning in Munich.
Maybe. Maybe.
In Munich, we've got Tampa over Seattle, Lions over the Bears, Dolphins over the Browns, Titans over the Broncos, Vikings over the Bills, Giants over the Texans, Chiefs over the Jags.
And yes, I have to go Keith Jackson with all this Toll Road. Fumble!
Steelers over the Saints, Colts beating the Raiders. At the half, we've got Arizona over the Rams. It's the battle. Colt McCoy against John Wolford, the quarterbacks for this game. As both teams have their starting quarterbacks out. Obviously, Packers, Cowboys, and then the Niners, Chargers, Eagles, Commanders.
Yeah, first down, CeeDee Lamb at midfield.
That was a quick little break there.
They're moving the football.
Yeah, so
Dallas is talented. Dallas is good. They're talented.
1:10 left here. They're at midfield.
I will say here from a fantasy football, I want the Packers to win, but I do need CeeDee Lamb to do pretty good.
So we need a 49-42 game where CeeDee Lamb catches 4 touchdowns.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, at half, I'll have to check my lineup.
Oh, great open field tackle by
Quay
Quay Walker.
Rookie out of Georgia.
That was a ridiculous game, Toll.
Yes.
That was sad as a Packers fan and ridiculous.
Gino!
Number one, yes. Number two, did you see the song, Kenny, that the fans in Munich were singing during the middle of play? Do you know what that song was?
And they sang it after the game.
Do you know what the song was?
I personally liked it.
I did too.
And if you don't, it means that you're a Pitt fan.
Don't give it away.
Okay, I'm kidding.
Jeez. All right, 2nd and 12 at the 39 of the Packers. Give him nothing so that they're staying out of field goal range, please. Oh, draw play. That's a good call by Dallas.
He already knew it.
That's
Almost heaven.
Yeah.
West Virginia.
Think of 70,000 people singing that song in a German accent.
Almost heaven.
How about that?
West Virginia. That's crazy. But blast. Oh my gosh, they're just throwing it in the seams of the zone. Just throwing it in the seams of the zone, and they're getting wide open.
Quick stoppage of play.
Timeout, Dallas. They've got that was their last timeout.
Mm-hmm. That's Michael Gallup there. Rasul Douglas has been lacking.
Yeah, Dallas has too many shades of blue going here.
He's been tripping. Oh, yeah.
They got the navy on the helmet, the royal on the jersey, the metallic baby blue pants.
They need to get rid of that metallic baby blue pants. It's ugly. Just make them silver pants.
It's tradition. They're not going to change.
I know. That was
I like Alabama changing from the basic crimson and white.
Right. You don't do it.
Well, yeah. I mean, they just have too many blues.
How do you feel about Bama? We'll get to this after the play. How do you feel about Bama using white helmets?
It would look good, but I don't know. It's kind of like with Penn State, the white and blue. I like the uniform too much, just the tradition that goes with the uniform. I wouldn't want to see them change it.
Yeah.
True.
But it would look really cool. It would look really good if they had white
Because
helmets.
they did it sometimes in the Bear Bryant years. Let's see.
I've never seen that. I have to look up a picture or something of it.
Yeah. Second and goal, wide open, and we're about to have a tie game.
Oh, by the way, Geno Smith got me 19 points in fantasy today.
Yeah, that was actually a reasonably good game by Smith, though Tampa won.
Yeah.
I've been loving Justin Fields and the Bears lately because he's been helping me out, giving me a lot of points, but they keep losing the game. So I'm good with that. Keep losing high-scoring games. I'm perfectly fine with that.
So, as I said, you might have not heard me because it was like right as you were coming in. Stat Sheet Sports, one of my friends and friend of the channel. Tell us a little bit about what you do.
Lincoln, I'm going to have to stand here because...
As
He just had to cut off because of a
little brother alert.
Yes, understandable. Great college football channel.
Yes, I've been.
Sorry about that. My little brother came in.
You're fine.
Yeah,
so
I do like college football. I do some NFL. Just a lot of sport. I do basically all sports. So yeah, I do all sports over there. A lot of live streams and college football right now, but we'll start getting into some NBA and NFL once college football season's over.
I'm on there almost every weekend.
True.
I was on a little bit yesterday. I just kind of pop on. Usually it's kind of between Chicago Sports Network, Stat Sheet Sports. It's just kind of like we've got a group chat. It's, hey, you want to hop on? I'm like,
Yeah.
sure, why the heck not? Just kind of hang out, talk some sports, watch some college football every Saturday.
I'm watching a depressing stat right now that you're about to see on your screen. Stat Sheet Sports. The worst team in the NFL after the 2-minute warnings in either half. Just un-Packers-like.
Very true.
Un-Packers-like.
All right, well, I'm going to head out real quick for halftime, but I'm going to come back for the second half. I'm going to go eat dinner real quick.
Before you go, Toll's got a quick question for you. Favorite teams in all sports?
For college, any sport, college is Clemson. NFL is the Packers and sort of the Jaguars now with Trevor Lawrence and Travis Etienne, but I'm a Packers fan. NBA, Atlanta Hawks, and MLB, Washington Nationals and Atlanta Braves. Mainly the Nationals, though.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
hopefully someday we'll figure out a way to get together at a Brewers-Nats game in D.C.
Hopefully so. Yeah, that'd be great.
Well, we will see you after the half.
Sounds good.
And it is now halftime. We are tied at 14-all.
I'm going to just go off screen and glossy rate a little bit. The tradition, everyone knows. If you haven't glossy rated,
Ruh-roh.
Stay with Pops, but I'm going to leave. I'll glossy rate for all of you. How about that? I still have Pigskin Pete's stream open from yesterday.
Yeah.
From 3 days ago. My YouTube is way behind.
If you can stay in front of the screen, though, because it could help us out, actually, with in case a certain raid likes to...
No, because he's rated with me on screen. He's rated with both of us. If he sees just you, then he might think it's different, because that happens.
Yeah, but he raids it because you're a kid.
No, he rates everyone.
I get it.
He just goes, he literally mute, there.
Yes, Hodag. The fact that the Packers actually stand a chance. Just ridiculous. What do the Bears rank right now? Well, they're actually beginning to be reasonably improved.
Look at Papa Grossi.
Reasonably improved. Oh my gosh.
That's his dad. He's a Cowboys fan. He's got
his dad's a Cowboys fan?
Uh-huh. Yes, that's a Cowboys fan.
Tom Grossi. Get him in therapy. Get him in therapy now. Bears are 3-7. They're worse than the Packers, but that's still better than what they've been.
That's kind of why. That's the whole idea of. That's the whole idea of why I think part of why Tom is a Packers fan is because his dad was a Cowboys fan while he was growing up.
For those of you who have joined us, it is tied at 14. Thank you for coming on and joining us. We are not getting Grossi rated, but we have picked up some viewers. We thank you.
They just rated Cowboys fans.
I am Daddy. Anthony's off screen.
I'm right here.
So, absolutely.
I'm just Grossi rating because, it's the greatest tradition ever.
Tom Grossi is 6 hours away from Pittsburgh, only a couple hours away from us. And
he's in more upstate New York.
oh, you're saying we need a new coach? I mean, we knew that about WVU, Kenny, but do you think that about the Chicago Bears?
And he's a first round.
Because right now they have a first-year coach anyway.
First-year coach.
And they're starting to make trades and get some draft picks to stockpile some talent. They actually could be good in a couple of years. They could be very good. It kills me to say that. I don't really mean that. But they could be actually pretty good.
Oh my gosh. Everyone in Tom's chat right now, it's all, did Micah Parsons get ejected yet?
Man. But we're watching other games around the league at the moment. The LA Rams with the
AJ
second best
Green's good?
uniforms in the NFL.
I didn't know that. I'm trying to click on the stupid link.
You're saying Chicago, talk has been that Chicago needs a better quarterback, in your opinion. Right now, the Bears have the best quarterback they've had since Sid Luckman. 70-plus years ago. 70-plus years ago. That kid has got ridiculous talent. Once he learns how to be a good decision maker, if they get some reasonable blocking for him and some receivers to throw to, yeah, you can say about any quarterback. But you get him that, they're going to be dangerous.
Oh my gosh.
Dangerously good.
Okay, I'm coming back on screen for 1 second. Tom just rated someone who had 2 seconds before just finished their stream.
Oh.
They just missed out on the opportunity.
Oh, that's crushing to miss the Grossi raid. Oh, man.
It was a couple and they were both Packers fans.
Oh, Taka's pit. That's not saying much, those 70-plus years. Think about it. The Chicago Bears, and stop me, Kenny, if I've gone on this rant before. Previous to that point, the NFL was about the running game and about defense. Exactly what the Chicago Bears were defined by as a franchise all the way through the 80s. They won 7 championships in the first 3 decades of the NFL when the running game and defense was king. Then came the 1950s and the 1960s when the passing game opened up in this league, and the Bears as a franchise never paid attention. Only twice did they win championships after that, 63 and 85, and they had 2 of the best 10 defenses in the history of the game. And that was their only way they could be good enough to win titles because they forgot the importance of the quarterback. It's a cultural thing with the Chicago Bears to be about the running game and about defense. I get that. But you don't win in the NFL if that's your formula. You just don't.
This is your halftime update. Tom Grossi reads an Eagles fan who says, Tom Grossi. Except he said Tom Grossi. Tom Grossi.
Oh, boy.
Like, grossy. Like, think grow, like you're growing, and then C. Like the word C.
Kenny talking about quarterbacks that brought a championship, Jim McMahon. Jim McMahon did not bring the championship that year.
Not even Porky Pig was as big a ham.
What?
I'm singing the song. The Bears still suck.
Do any of these fans have any idea what that is? You got to help explain the references.
I was just singing the song.
But what's the song that's called The Bears Still Suck? I get it. But McMahon rode the coattails of Walter Payton, and he wrote the coattails of perhaps the greatest single-season defense the sport has ever seen. That defense was ridiculous. That's why they won that championship that year. Talk is pit. You ever seen Tom Grassi wide receiver videos where he acts like a wide receiver? Those are funny. Agreed. The kids watch more than I have.
Especially when he did it with Kurt Bankert.
And then, yes, forgetting about Mike Tomczak, the great Ohio State Buckeye, who was not great in the NFL for the Bears or the Packers or any team he played for. Any team he played for. But I just find, but just having an entire franchise be so overly devoted to a style of football that doesn't win you championships. It's like the same rant that I go on with the Wisconsin Badgers as a football program, and why I think before they solidify themselves with Jim Leonard, they need to look at NFL top offensive coordinators like an Eric Bieniemy or a Byron Leftwich. They need to look at those guys because they have been so on the cusp of just getting to that point where they can be competitive for national championships, but they have never been able to throw the football, save 1 year with Russell Wilson. If they ever would have been able to have a top-flight quarterback in the years where they had a great running game and top-level defenses, they would compete for national titles. Your brother is a Cowboys fan. We will send you holy water. And
Who said that?
that being Talkus Pitt.
Oh, okay.
Jim, in your mind, was the one who made things happen as well. Not that they didn't create big plays. They occasionally did in the passing game. Willie Gault was a ridiculously fast receiver. And he could get open. They could get some big plays here and there. But like in that Super Bowl they won, McMahon only had to throw 20 passes. They just kept running the football all the time. And you could do that because you had Walter Payton. And yes, Tomczak scored the first 2-point conversion in the NFL. Absolutely. Talk is Pitt. I'm glad my Pitt Panthers playing defense held the Cuse and UVA to less than 150 yards in total offense. That makes me feel a little bit better about what WVU did in that first game of the season, that they actually performed reasonably well against a pretty good, darn good Pitt team. And WVU Mountaineer Lair with Kenny, great coach in Mike Ditka. He was a very good coach
Stop Bears.
for a year.
Stop.
And for a couple of more years where the team was very competitive.
Stop Bears.
But again, you got to adjust your game to what's going to help you win. And he let his ego become too big to fight the overly gigantic ego of Buddy Ryan. And Ryan left 3 years earlier than he should have. If the Bears would have kept Ryan around, they could have won 4 Super Bowls in a row. Their defense was that good. Yes, that Pittsburgh legend, Mike Ditka, played at Pitt before coming into the NFL and going to the Chicago Bears. I mean, that Bears team had all the talent in the world to win 4 straight Super Bowls, except at quarterback. And they blew it. Yes, Toll Road, WVU survived.
Let's go, Mountaineers.
And won the thing.
Although we still suck.
WVU got the job done. Kept head coach Neil Brown alive for 1 more week. No, I don't think they're firing him until the end of the season because of the buyout.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter at this point. You got 2 weeks left.
Was Ditka Bears legend? 1,000%.
Stop Bears.
One of the top 5 tight ends in the history of the game.
Stop Bears.
He actually gave them a reasonable passing game weapon.
Stop Bears.
And then forgot about the importance of the passing game when he was a coach.
Stop Bears.
And yes, Oklahoma has fallen off a cliff this season.
Stop Bears. That's because
We need to send an SOS crew and do a welfare check on Sooner Girl Travels,
well,
our friend.
It's pretty simple. They have a defensive-minded head coach.
No. You can have a defensive-minded head coach and be a great team.
A first-year defensive-minded head coach.
It's because it's a first-year coach.
True. Oh, we missed 27 comments on this side.
I took care of them.
I know.
You missed 27 comments on this side.
I love Tom Grossi's chat. Someone asked, they said, Papa Grossi, they're like, when Tom started full-time streaming, did you have a hard time explaining to your friends what he did for a living? And then when 5 Point Vids came in, he's bald, so that everyone, instead of putting 5, they all went bald, bald, bald. They were just like, hi, bald, hi, bald, hi, bald.
Oh, jeez. Oh, I'm glad to see guys like Kevin Burkhardt and Greg Olson get a chance to be a number one crew.
I like this crew.
They're not a number one crew, people. They're just not that great.
But I like them. I like Kevin Burkhardt a lot.
I like them as individual human beings. But to me, they're not Al Michaels. They're not Jim Nance. They're not like a Dick Enberg or a top flight guy like that. Lincoln Riley knew when to dip out. Truth.
Yep.
Oklahoma has to win another game. You don't think they will, Kenny. They have fallen off the face of the earth, and I know fans in Texas love it.
Next week, I know we won't be able to come for the whole game because of West Virginia, but we should see if Golden Blue would come on until the West Virginia game starts.
If you can miraculously pull that off.
Oh, yeah, I'll shoot him an email.
Okay.
I can shoot him an email. I've got his email.
Okay.
I've got him. I've got all. Or we can get Joey.
All right, we're going to the third quarter here.
Because Joey is loved
They
by.
are not Sorgi and Sorgi.
What?
Correct, Toll. They are not Sorgi and Sorgi.
Who isn't Sorgi and Sorgi? GVD?
Golden Blue Dude or anybody else.
Yeah, that's true.
Law firm of Sorgi and Sorgi. How can I help you?
Yeah, GVD is a West Virginia YouTuber, and his sidekick Joey is also cool. Joey and I were
kickoff time. Okay, got some good yardage to start this one.
All right, let's plug her in.
Got some good yardage.
Dallas did, by the way. And there's Tom Rinaldi.
Now the Packers have the ball.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Tom Rinaldi, the greatest sports storyteller alive right now.
Where did you put his book that I gave you? I just want to show it to the people.
It's on the shelf over there.
Okay. I'm just going to show it to the people.
All right, let's get back in the stream, though, when you're done with that, because we have a game to do. We're not about their streams. We're about books. We're about this Packers game. That's a prime thing here.
I was plugging in. Okay, there.
All right, 1st and 10.
There.
All right, Aaron Jones gets the ball. That's good. That's good.
The Red Bandana by Tom Rinaldi about 9/11. Cool book.
Talker's Pit. Isn't Oklahoma already bowl eligible?
West Virginia kept them from being bowl eligible.
And even if they were bowl eligible, it would be like a game in the Bahamas or something.
Yeah.
That is still so weird to me to see the Cowboys star on Mike McCarthy. It is still so weird.
I know. Yeah, Oklahoma's 5-5.
Oh, man. Yeah, Rodgers changing plays. Excuse me.
Oh, he has videos? Okay.
And he ran the ball and they lost that yardage.
And, of course, Stat Sheet Sports is back. How we doing? You there?
Kenny, thank you for popping in. Thank you.
Stat Sheet Sports, you there? We can't hear you.
Coach's Magic, yes, that is true. Short week.
Now we can hear you.
There we go.
Okay.
Hey. Thanks for popping back in. I'm going to have to look at the Cameron Babb story and get more knowledge on that.
There goes Dylan.
All right. Came back the yard. Oh, flaggage. Oh, man.
It's going to be on.
Yellow hankies.
I'm calling it. Can I call who it's going to be on? Is it on Bakhtiari?
It's something.
Nope, Jenkins. Or not Jenkins. Newsman.
Yeah, Stutzman.
Yeah, whatever his name is, I don't know.
Nyman. Newsman.
Yeah, Nyman, that's what it is.
Silent J. That's impossible. You can't silence J.
Oh. Because you're Jay.
Exactly. You cannot silence me.
You're so bad.
Of course.
And you embarrass me.
It's a dad joke. It's my job. I'm your dad.
True. Oh, man. All right, 2nd and 22 for the Pack here.
Now you have to go hero ball.
Yeah, 3rd and 29.
Hate to see that after such a good return and nice.
I love to see what just happened.
Will you take that? What you're about to see, Stat Sheet Sports?
Wow.
You would be very familiar with the guy who caught it, too.
What an adjustment to the ball.
That's the hint I'm going to drop because that could be 2 different people.
What an adjustment to the ball. And Rodgers is like, I actually have some semblance of receiving talent. Okay.
2 backs in the backfield, one of them to Guara. Wouldn't expect that. And he's just going to block.
A lot of formation action. Okay. Okay.
We'll trash talk between Jenkins and Lawrence.
Or is it Mercedes Lewis?
Oh, I thought that was Jenkins.
It looked like there's a little bit of discussion over some helmet-to-helmet hits there.
That catch by Sammy Watkins, that was a great catch to bring back the ball.
That was brilliant.
Dan went up in as the defensive coordinator now, former Falcons coach. Up there in Dallas. Okay, I like that play design.
Yeah, it didn't get as much yardage as you would hope, but that's the kind of play that can get yardage because of all the misdirection. But you have to perfectly time the snap to make that work. And the problem is when you perfectly time the snap, the defense knows that that's what might be coming, so they're prepared to come off the ball quickly. So it makes it harder to execute that type of a run block. All right, 5 wide. 5 wide.
4. Oh, yeah, 5 wide.
Oh, pop fly. Was that DPI?
I know. I think he was on both.
Yeah. Let's see. All right. We're looking. They're both engaged.
He holds him. He held him. Watson didn't do anything. He held him.
Yeah, they could call.
And that's a catchable pass.
Well, yeah, it depends on if the ball was in the air or not. It was that was holding, yeah.
Yes.
They're going for it on 4th here. They're going for it.
This could be a make or break play.
Oh man. You don't get it. Dallas is in great field position. Up, they're trying to draw him offside. That's all.
It wasn't through the hands of Watson, Nick. That's uncatchable. That literally was on the tip of his hand. That's not through the hand.
Legend. Hey.
Yeah, but yeah, that wasn't through his hands. All right, sounds good, Sedgy Sports. That was that through his hands? Because to me, it looked like it was off his hand.
It hit one hand.
Yeah.
It hit one hand while his other arm was being held. So I don't necessarily think I would.
He would have caught it.
Blame him as much if there's not holding that's not called. I think he catches that, and that's at least first and goal, if not a touchdown.
Come on, go, go, go!
Yeah, I just saw that play, and that he's holding his right arm. He definitely could have caught that if he's not being held there. But to me, it sort of looked like he slowed up, and if he kept running, he also would have been in position to catch it even with the hold.
Oh, Coach's Magic. I missed that. We won't be able to do that stream.
Yeah, we're going to be traveling at that point of the night. So, and Nick the Legend.
Yeah, I agree.
Agreed. 10,000% agreed.
Okay.
Philly, pre all the draft picks that they picked up, pre-Jalen Hurts,
Yeah.
then I would agree with you.
Last time we played them was Jalen Hurts' first game
Yeah.
when he came off the bench.
It's a different animal we're talking about with these Eagles. This is a Super Bowl level team. The Green Bay Packers are not even a playoff level team. I'm glad they're playing as well as they're playing tonight. But this is a very different Philadelphia Eagles team that we're talking about.
Now that we're on the break, I'm going to go grab some water.
Go for it. It's apples and sneakers. It's not even apples and oranges. It's apples and sneakers we're talking about. Between those
I hate to say it, but we're not a playoff team. And if somehow the Packers get in, they are going to get killed.
Agreed. A space Greed. With all the emphasis on the space. Who would win? Steelers or Packers? There is a chance we may find that out next year, I think, Stat Sheet Sports, because there is a because they played last year, and there's the possibility that they may play Game 17 if they finish at the same level in the division standings, right?
I think so, yes. I'll look up the standings right now and see. I think the Packers are in third, and I believe the Steelers are in last right now.
Yeah. So depending upon what happens the rest of the year, they could play. I would hope you're right, Nick. I ain't counting on it. And Happy Hodag, 10,000% true. 10,000% true. I'm forever a Green Bay Packers fan, but I'm realistic about this team. This, save today, their body of work before entering today, the Green Bay Packers have played the worst football I've seen them play since before Brett Favre. That bad.
Can I sing my self-made parody of a song?
Ruh-roh. Possibly not. We'll get in some comments here.
Okay.
Kenny Pickett in the small hands of the worst quarterback he's ever seen, and Mitch Trubisky is Mitch Trubisky. He's not Chicago Bears Mitch Trubisky. He's improved. Coach Magic Philly staff, probably the best offensive and defensive lines in the NFL. Truth. Brown brings the force they needed at receiver. Truth. Yes, that is correct. And Nick, the defensive line is good, but you got to leave out the linebacking core and Bradbury and Slay. As you're saying.
Oh, I was just going to say, even though we suck and we're really bad, I love my Green Bay Packers.
Well, he's listened to all of the all of the really bad homemade Green Bay Packers fan songs that have happened in the last 30, 35 years.
I don't like listening to it, but it gets stuck in my head.
They're catchy and they're silly.
Exactly.
I mean, do you find people down in Clemson territory, Stat Sheet Sports, that make up really bad songs giving belovedness to Clemson?
Oh yeah, Pete was singing, or Pete plays them on his streams all the time.
I haven't heard any of them, but I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do. I have to check out Pete's.
Yeah, Pete has one that he plays on all his streams that some dude did.
As you're saying, Nick, Josh Allen needs to take notes after Dak was able to get back and not get sacked. Amen. I still could not believe how that game ended.
That was insane.
That is one of the craziest finishes I can remember.
All right, 3rd and 6. Sack.
All right, they stopped him short of the first.
Oh, hey there, don't you know? I'm a cheesehead baby, the pride of Wisconsin.
The pride of Wisconsin. Yep.
Oh, yeah. That is very true, Nick.
Yes.
We were at the match before that. So we saw the legend. Yeah. It's Nick. It's now Nicholas, the legendary Uncle Master Polito. I will tell your folks I says hi, Nick.
Now do we call him Uncle Nick the Legend?
No, it's Nick the Legendary Uncle.
Nick the Legendary Uncle? Which do you prefer?
Yeah, which you
Uncle Nick the Legend or Nick the Legendary Uncle?
Good. That's
awesome.
great, Hodak.
Oh, that's brilliant.
I might have to make that mine.
That is
Don't you
brilliant.
know? Oh, I sing that at school. all the
Oh,
time.
no. Dallas got the football. Packers punt, return, fumble. Oh, my gosh.
Who's the returner?
I don't know because they're still piled up. There's like 3 tons of humanity like squirming on the ground.
Probably Amari Rogers. That sounds like something he would do, muff the punt.
And it was.
It
Of
was Amari
course.
Rogers, yep.
Wow, what a shot.
Yeah, he got simultaneously smashed by 3 Cowboys.
Caught
That would
Amari
make-
Rogers.
That would make most human beings
Caught
fumble.
Amari
That's
Rogers.
not on Amari Rogers. That's called like the laws of physics.
Amari Rogers is just bad, though, in general.
Well, what Christian Watson was doing earlier
He
was
scored-
actually being a good receiver.
he scored a touchdown.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't see that aspect of it.
Oh, yeah. Amari Rogers didn't even try to get the fumble. He just he ran away from it.
Uncle Nick the Legend. Boom.
Okay, well, then we'll roll with that.
Yes. But if the Packers defense can be as stout as they've been, it won't matter. And yes, Nick, by the way, this is all about trying to oh, wow, yeah. 3 guys simultaneously crunching him. And I also think the reason why Amari didn't go after the football was because he was like pulverized to next Tuesday. So I think that plays a part in it. Holding a football is like a loaf of bread. Protect the football. Amen. As Lamb gets all the way too close to the Packers goal line.
If I was a coach, I would tell the punt returner, I don't care how much green is in front of you. I tell him fair catch every time.
When it comes to Amari Rogers, yes.
Yeah, unless I have a sure-headed punt returner like Jalen Waddle.
I mean, just bring in Christian Watson. He's actually good at returner.
I do think this was an exception, though.
Yeah.
Tell me how your body would react if in 3 different directions you were simultaneously smashed by about 750 pounds of force sending you in 3 directions. Could you hold on to a football?
No shot.
Nick, I mean,
Especially when the one dude's helmet hit right on his forearm where he's holding the ball.
Yeah.
he's been good of what I could tell. Can you look at Dak's stats the last few weeks?
Sure. I'll look up on Pro Football Reference.
Yeah. Pop's the statistician. John Eisman, it's better to die as a young man than to fumble a football. And
Draw play. Dallas just took the lead.
Tony Pollard.
Nah.
That's the other one.
Hold on.
That's
Hold on. Now Dallas doing what Dallas has done this year.
That's
Dallas.
from earlier.
Okay. Dallas doing what Dallas has done all year long. That's why they're 6-2. Why the Packers aren't even sniffing it.
Oh.
Yeah, he got it. That's ugly.
This popsicle's good.
All right. What are you feeding your faces with, everybody, today?
I had garlic bread, now I'm having popsicle.
Stat Sheet Sports, what are you feeding your face with today?
So during halftime, I had a chicken salad sandwich and some Cheetos, and
Cheetos.
we had my brother's birthday party earlier this year. I mean, not this year. I don't even know what I was thinking. Earlier.
It would be earlier this year if it was earlier today. So
Yeah, earlier today, and I've been streaming too much, but earlier today,
it's okay.
and we had burgers off the grill, so that was good.
Excellent. Let's see. Wow, he walked out of the end zone. I thought Green Bay's defense would be better than this after the 3-game win streak earlier this season. You're too injured. It's not playing the way that they should be.
Can you look at Dak though?
Sure.
In the middle of everything.
In the middle of conversations and all what we're trying to do. Doing our prime directive of conversation with our let's see. 2022 game logs. Entering today. Last couple of games. Passer rating of 113.2 and 114.5. Game 1, he was 19 of 25 for 207. 1 score, no picks. Second game, 21 of 27 for 250. 2 scores and a pick.
That's sadly
darn good.
That's sadly true, Nick. The Brewers won a game a day after the last Packers win. It's been a while.
I know.
Oh, that's so
just
true.
Scary sad. I experienced a whole lot of those years before Brett Favre came to Green Bay.
It's so sad. It's funny, though.
I know.
In a way.
I know. And remember, cheeseheads were invented. Oh, my God. God. Uncle Nick.
And that's true.
Yep. Man. Oh. I need Cheetos. I need Cheetos, Stat Sheet Sports. I need Cheetos. Can you ship some?
Yeah, I don't think I have enough of them.
Oh. We must buy bulk supply.
We need bulks. I think this is the last bag. Which is surprisingly because usually we never get through the Cheetos.
That's how it is at my house. My mom buys them for me. I like Doritos more than Cheetos.
I try not to buy that stuff. I'm trying to be better.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't eat a lot of junk food. Just there are other issues. All right. Kickoff return time. Come on, Nixon. Come on.
That's better than what Amari Rogers would do on average.
By far.
It's all the way out to the 30-yard line. All right, let's go, Rob.
I was not expecting this game halfway through the third quarter to be competitive.
Yeah, I said 35-10 Dallas was going to win.
I'm so far pleasantly surprised. It's the second straight time, Stat Sheet Sports, that the Packers in a game against a playoff contender have played reasonably well.
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully they'll be able to pull this one out.
I just don't want Aaron Rodgers to think he has to play hero ball the whole way now, because that's when things get bad.
Oh, yeah, definitely not.
You could tell from a mile away that was pass play coming.
And he just tried to.
I literally saw him audible. He just got audibled out of the run.
Trust Aaron Jones.
Aaron Jones wasn't in the game. It was A.J. Dillon. On that play.
I'll still say, trust Aaron Jones. Put him back in the game and trust him.
He literally he looked back at Dillon and said like something like pass. It was an obvious audible out of a run there.
I mean, we're starting to get into.
Where's Aaron Jones?
Yeah, put him in the game, Matt LaFleur. I mean, A.J. Dillon did good to gain the yardage he gained on that run. Aaron Jones would do better.
I'd rather have Aaron Jones in at receiver right now than Amari Rogers.
Very true.
To be 100% honest.
I'm with you.
Watson comes out of the game.
And Randall Cobb just can only look.
He's on the IR.
Right.
He'll be off for Thursday, probably.
The stats on NFL.com are not working wonderfully. 3rd and 4.
Man, looking at that pass play to Watson, the incomplete pass on first down, he had Lazard wide open with 15 yards of grass in front of him.
That's like play number 7,000 this year that Aaron Rodgers has been missing the beat so much. So many wide open receivers that he just has not paid attention to. And it leads to situations like what just happened on 3rd down.
Yeah.
I give the Packers credit in that they've given Aaron Jones the football 16 times. He's only gained 72 yards, but that's still 4.5 yards a touch. Not as high as he's been all year. But if you keep giving the ball to him, you keep putting him there,
What?
the defense worrying about him is going to open up other opportunities.
Yeah, for sure.
Agreed.
Coach's magic, I think they can.
Oh, Dak is mad.
I think the Cowboys can win a playoff game. It's just the NFL playoffs is all about matchups. If you have the type of system and talent that is a perfect antidote for what the other team's going to throw against you, you can win a playoff game. It's all matchups. I think Green Bay today is proving they'd have a puncher's chance. Oh, my gosh, Aaron, you were open, and Rodgers, you just didn't pay attention.
Man.
Aaron Jones,
Oh.
if Rodgers pop flies that ball to Aaron Jones before the rush gets to him, that's a touchdown. This is a tie game. Gotta trust your guys. Gotta even see them more than anything else. Just ridiculous. Just ridiculous.
Yeah.
I don't think the Cowboys go into Philadelphia or Minnesota. I don't think they win a higher level playoff game, but I think they can win a wild card round.
Maybe.
It's just who you playing and when.
They'd probably be the 6 going up against Seattle. In Seattle.
Winnable.
Winnable, I just don't know if they come down with it. If it's in Dallas, I say they do, but I don't think.
Well,
The NFC East has been really good this year compared to what they've been in the past. They went from the worst division in football to one of the best.
yeah.
And the NFC North did the opposite, from one of the higher up divisions to now probably the worst division in football.
It's the ebbs and flows of the game. It's
Yeah.
going to happen.
Oh yeah.
It's not like college football.
No, not at all.
Thank you, NFL Draft. Thank you, Salary Cap.
Yeah, yeah.
It's why it's harder to sustain success. It's why it's harder to follow a team if you want to follow a team that is constantly a contender.
Yeah, in
But-
college football, it's the same teams every year.
College football, that happens every now and then, but it's like it happens as well, but it's like every 20 years or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It's part of why I like the NFL better.
Like think about Florida State good all through the 90s and early 2000s, and then kind of fell off in 2017.
4-5. 4-5, the Commanders are. Okay, so there's some sort of flag there.
Yeah, I think Dallas got a penalty for it looks like an unsportsmanlike during the punt and the punt return.
Yeah.
So they're peeled back all the way to the 14-yard line.
Stuff them.
Truth, Toll Road. Truth.
4-5.
Although they got part of that respectability by beating the Packers. So I'm not supremely convinced.
About to say, because that doesn't make them any more respectable than they already were. Joe Barry, fire him!
Let's see if he can improve things this year. Let's see if he
Okay.
can improve the second half. This isn't the NHL where a coach is 50% likely to be fired sometime mid-season.
True. That's why.
Okay, fire Joe Barry. No, I don't mean that. But yeah,
That's why.
that was a like Davis
I
had.
just told you why.
Davis had enough
Third
room.
string running back.
Davis had enough room on that run. You could drive like a small plane
It's
through
a
it.
third string running back.
I know.
What are you doing?
Nice job by the pass rush there.
Let's go, Dean. What? Are they
No.
going to say it's not a forward pass?
Yeah, it was a forward pass. That's incomplete.
Well, the refs are talking about it.
All right, you're Statute Sports. You're hearing me as awfully excited. You're reasonably calm on your end, which I can understand with the delay and all that.
They're going to call this Green Bay ball. They're going to call this Green Bay ball.
There's no way. No, it's not Green Bay. It's intentional grounding.
Oh, they went like this. So I guess they're saying penalty on that. I thought they were saying the
Yeah.
ball goes that
Yeah.
way.
But how much more ridiculous sounding are you when it's Clemson playing?
Oh, a lot more. A lot more when it's a game like this and it's Clemson. Oh, yeah.
It was funny. So last night on his stream for Clemson Louisville that I was on, he was pretty chill. And then we're talking about it on the phone, and I just hear yelling.
Nice.
But that's part of it.
Nice.
Like I love, seeing passionate fans.
Yeah.
Like that. It
Nothing really crazy happened. It was pretty comfortable whenever while we were streaming. But then a little later in the game, it's a little bit closer. You're still only up 2 touchdowns, getting into the late third quarter, and they're missing blocks and jumping off sides and stuff. And man,
Mike McCarthy.
We have another John Belushi college sighting with Mike McCarthy. He looked just like John Belushi in college. Animal House right there.
Just seeing that one.
All right, so 2nd and 21 now for Dallas at their own 25.
Very costly penalty, yes.
Well, this is how high you really.
It's all right.
Hopefully, Statute Sports' little brother is explaining how the Packers are going to win this game.
Natural sound is okay. We don't mind Statute Sports.
Yeah, we don't care.
And Dallas almost gains the entire, or they at least get back to the original first down line of scrimmage and a yard after that. So
Anonymami tells us stuff all the time on stream.
yeah, she does greet the streamers though.
Yes.
I'm not sure that it's necessarily at an advanced age.
Okay, you're fine. We get it.
All good.
Alrighty, so now 3rd and 9.
Okay. Big down. Let's go.
Pack brings
Get to him.
4 for
And as usual, they complete a pass over the middle where there's no one guarding CD Lamb.
CD Lamb tried to do a cool move and then dropped the ball. See? Well, watch. At the end, he does he tries to do a around the world, and then he
Yep,
drops.
and the defender stretches his jersey like cheese from a mozzarella stick. Yeah, look at Nixon trying to drag him by the jersey. It stretches like a cheese pull on a mozzarella stick.
Someone's hurt. He's number 90, Jonathan Ford. 99% sure that Jonathan Ford is number 90. Penalty timeout. Why does number 55 look so much like Zadarius Smith?
And
Why?
and the ally ad just looked like another John Belushi college setting. Joe said, "No, I'm not going to do it this time.
Thank you.
I'm not going to do it this time." Man. I think maybe tonight I will take advantage of that garlic bread. Make myself a nice garlic bread chicken sandwich.
There's a whole thing of it up there.
See if we'll make this game a partial mukbang. Mukbang?
Well, it's already a partial mukbang. I did.
True. All right, yay or nay on this? Yay or nay? Another great YouTube channel. Samovi gave us key lime jelly beans.
Ooh, let me get some of that.
They are Packers colored.
Thank you.
Give it a shot.
I already had one last night.
They're good.
They are good.
Down in Key Largo, they sell them. Definitely a key lime pie feel to them.
Mm.
You might like key lime pie.
I think I've tried it before and I didn't like it. But I also just don't like pie. And he's back.
He's back.
Yeah, sorry about that.
You are fine.
Hmm.
I was saying that I hope your little brother was talking about how the Packers are going to win this game.
Yeah, I hope we'll be able to pull it out.
Nice.
Sorry there.
That's okay. That's okay.
I need to plug it in the other way. Where's the end piece to it? Oh, Shroud Stacks goes live in like 30 minutes.
When you're back, I'm going to hand it off to you.
All right.
100 yards for CD Lamb.
You like
can't
that,
do that.
Statue Sports, don't you?
Yeah, I need a big win in fantasy, and I was projected to lose by like 30 this week, but
Ooh.
Lamb getting me 25 right now.
Oh, man. Oh, no. No.
Who the heck it's the third string running
Third
back.
string running back. Yep.
Third string running backs. What is this?
It's not the Packers. Well, you need the first string running back in.
What is this? Are we sure that this isn't, I don't know, Navy against Air Force? Third string running backs? And you're going to like what you're about to see as a fantasy owner.
Well, technically, he is the second string running back for this game with Zeke being
True.
out, correct?
True.
Yeah, I haven't seen Zeke. Have you?
No, he's out.
Yeah, I thought he was ruled out.
Yeah,
But
you're not. As a Packer fan, you're going to hate what you're about to see. As a fantasy owner, you'll like it.
Something tells me CeeDee Lamb just got a touchdown. Man.
Oh.
I think I'd rather the Packers win and take a loss in fantasy, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Or, like your dad said earlier, Packers win 49-42 and CeeDee Lamb has 5 touchdown catches.
We'll see you, doll. We'll be right back here next Saturday. For Wisconsin, Nebraska, and West Virginia against, what are they called? Iowa State. Which that will be a fun stream.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to stream next weekend because the Clemson game is at 3:30.
Oh, that's the worst time.
Yeah, that's the worst time if you're trying to stream. It's my favorite time to go to a game because it starts out day and then by the end it's night. But streaming wise, yeah, that's the worst time because you can't stream the noon games and you can't stream the 7 o'clock games unless you start late.
I would offer to host it for you, but I'm gonna be having my birthday party that night.
No worries. Yeah, I don't even know if I'd be able to join back on or not because I think that night we'd be heading back to we're staying at Cherokee.
Okay.
I think I'd be heading back up to Cherokee after the game.
Oh.
Yeah, Clemson got a game against Miami. That would be a fun one. They hadn't played Miami in a while.
Yeah.
I saw the spread was out this morning or a little bit ago. Can't remember if it was the morning or not, but Clemson's favored by 19.5.
Yeah. Oh, you might have to meet up. Pete and Slim Shady Canes. You know both of them?
Yes.
And Huffer Billy Paul, and there's one other name. Who's the other Miami fan? Traveling Fools.
Traveling Fools, yeah.
They're all going to the game together.
I'll have to meet up see if I can meet up with them for a little bit.
Yeah. Since you got some Miami fans, some Clemson fans, they had
Do you know where they're sitting at?
I'll be in Pete's chat at some point probably. So
Okay.
I'll yeah, I'll say I've got a friend that watches you who said he wants to meet up with you at the game. Like,
Yeah, I'll have to tune in. I'll watch him sometimes. I haven't been watching on YouTube really a whole lot lately.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm subscribed to.
See you later, Tony.
So while the Cowboys are celebrating that touchdown to get a 2-score lead, which is probably what we expected to happen, I was cooking the Twitter chicken. Does that not look like the Twitter logo?
No,
And if the answer is no, that's perfectly okay.
it doesn't. Does not look like the Twitter logo at all.
Man.
You garbage piece of chicken.
Your mommy disagrees, but okay.
Oh, Mama said.
Well, I showed it to her when I cooked it.
Oh.
So
I don't get why you're making Twitter chicken, but okay.
it just showed up that way when I got it. And that's okay.
Yeah, Vic agrees.
That's okay, Vic. That's okay. Garlic bread, grilled chicken sandwiches.
That sounds good.
I'll take it. Any sandwich where garlic bread is what you make up the bread with, oh, it's good. It's good.
Oh, yeah, I love garlic bread.
Back in Milwaukee, at a restaurant called Mamma Mia's.
Mamma Mia.
Great pizza place. Like a deeper dish, not like Chicago deep dish, but deeper dish type of pizza.
Uh-huh.
Their garlic bread was like, they must have put sticks of butter on each loaf.
Oh, I remember this.
Sticks of it. It was so sopping wet with butter. I mean, like the dish, it came with its own cardiologist. It came with its own cardiologist, and it was so good and so worth it.
That sounds really good.
Samari Toure.
Rookie out of Nebraska.
Look up the video of the Toure dance with Manchester City soccer team. They had the Toure brothers playing for them.
Now, how do they spell that, though?
Same last name spelling.
Okay.
It was Yaya and Kolo
You
Toure.
told me about this.
And the fans just went crazy with this dance for them that became so viral and popular. They would dance it at weddings.
Gosh.
It was ridiculous. I'm waiting for Packers fans to do that. So.
Aaron Jones, a military family.
Mm-hmm.
We're seeing here on this Veterans Day weekend.
Well. He does not look happy.
Well, Aaron Rodgers wasn't happy with him. That's why. Because I don't know, he was late to getting on the field for some reason.
3rd and 3.
All right, let's go.
And I love that they use him as a receiver. I love that they use him as a receiver in 5 wides. He's one of your best receivers in this team. They need to use him. All right.
Yes.
That's better. And he didn't slide. He didn't slide. He went. He got the yardage.
Did he go fake slide?
No.
I was trying to say, did he pull Kenny Pickett?
No, he just chose not to slide. That way he could gain the first down yardage.
Looks like young Aaron Rodgers out there.
Well, not really, but.
A little bit. But I mean, he doesn't run
Right.
as much as he did at one point. Okay, now 2 backs.
Man, I'm just now on the 3rd and 3 play.
Oh, man.
I feel like I'm gradually getting farther and farther behind.
Oh, man.
That might just because, like, try to update it. if possible.
Yeah, I think next commercial break I'm gonna close it out and go back in.
Yeah, because that happens with Sling to us all the time. We just get behind.
Parsons is out and hurt.
Man, that's big for that Dallas. That's a big loss for the Dallas defense.
I know.
Dallas is rushing a whole bunch here. Go, Arrow. Go, go, go.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Sammy!
Time to change a little bit of a graphic here.
Let's go!
Go, Pack, go. They're playing reasonably well today. They're down 14, but they're playing reasonably well. I'm not as despondent.
Pretty good.
Preseason game.
True.
Let's stay focused on what we're doing.
Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, well, this is NFL. Matt Ryan ran for 39-yard touchdown.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
What's in these jelly beans, dude? No.
Well, it means that old quarterbacks are running for touchdowns. And I'll eat one.
Okay, Grandpa Aaron.
Let's go, Rogers.
Grandpa Aaron. Last game with Dan Marino that I saw him play was a wild card game. It was his last win. And my best man and I were just sitting there watching. Grandpa Dan! And the man just had a great day. And then the next game, his Dolphins get crushed in the divisional round 62-3.
By who?
Yeah.
Jacksonville. His career was over. And Jacksonville lost the next round, which Tennessee.
Oh. What year was that?
99.
Oh, it was that year.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm getting the TV back up now. See if I can catch up a little bit.
Good.
Why do I have TikTok songs stuck in my head right now? What?
Trying to get it out of your head.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Oh, no. The Morgan & Morgan ads. Do you know what a John is? Stat Sheet Sports. What a John. Not John. John.
Like a Porta-John?
No. Very different. In Philadelphia, there is a very Philadelphia's word called John. Jawn.
Uh-huh.
And a John can mean anything.
It's a thingamabob.
It's a whatchamacallit, a thingamabobber. What you're using right now to be in this conversation is a John.
Uh-huh.
The Cheetos you ate are Johns. The road you drive on is a John. I mean, anything is a John.
Anything and everything.
There is a local, like, one of the truly national law firm called Morgan & Morgan that has offices here in Philadelphia, and the lead lawyer there is named John Morgan.
Uh-huh.
He puts up on his billboards all over the city, I'm Jawn Morgan. They got so much bad press.
It was not good.
I bet. Yeah.
So much bad press.
I bet.
It would be as if a top New York law firm was based in upstate South Carolina, and he tried to use the word y'all.
Yeah.
To try and get you to use his firm. You don't do that.
No.
You be who you are.
Yeah. No, definitely not.
Just represent me. Don't try and impersonate me. Just represent me. Corey Dillon coming out of the game. 3rd and 7.
You said Corey Dillon.
Okay, I'm caught back up a little bit. I'm on.
I mean, Corey Hart.
the second down play.
Corey Hart. You said Corey Dillon.
I know. I gotta laugh at myself here.
Okay. NFL injury news. Cooper Kupp doubtful to return for the Rams with an ankle injury.
Well, when A.J. Dillon's last name and jersey number are the same as Corey Dillon, it's easy to make a mistake.
Corey Dillon is
Former Bengals and Packers running back.
Thank you. So no name.
He was actually pretty good.
Okay, well,
He was no name with the Packers, but he was good in Cincinnati. Fourth and 7.
They're going for it.
Man, I just saw the bad pass to Lazard on the 3rd and 7.
Yeah. Come on. Come on. Beautiful!
Yeah! Let's go!
Woo!
Let's go!
Woo! We are back in this game.
C-Dubs! Christian Watson, baby!
Just for that, we got to get extra B-dubs just in honor of C-Dubs.
C-Dubs.
Just burns this guy. Just burned him. Oh, is that beautiful?
Man, what a throw and run right there.
Oh, no! Oh, my gosh, he barely made that extra point. I think it was partially blocked.
It was tipped. And C-Dub did it in honor of J-Dub, Jeff Webster.
Amen.
R.I.P. Jeff. God rest his soul.
Amen.
No, to the one person watching, unless it's VicTube, Jeff Webster was a writer, photographer in Iowa, and also a big contributor to the college football community. Really, really good debater, and it was really funny when people got him mad. And last night there was also the host of Jeopardy on Traveling Fools, and they will have one final episode of Jeopardy because he had already sent the questions in.
Ooh.
So they're gonna do a Jeff Webster memorial.
Oh, that's awesome.
Jeopardy.
That'll be great. What day is that? What day are they doing that?
I think they did it every Friday.
Okay.
Friday nights. I'm like 99% sure it is. Yeah, I know, Vic. It was heartbreaking yesterday when I found out from Joey from GBD. I mean, I had been in chat rooms and talked with him before about Camp Randall in the comments and in the StreamYards over on GBD, which a lot of people know that I'm a regular dude, moderator, and panelist.
It was so good to find him when he was starting early on.
Oh yeah. Yeah, well, I'll put in the chat. I'll put if you were here before 1K, put one before 5K, 5 before 10K, 10 after 10K. Just put other, and it's all 5K, 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 and then there are like 3 people who were 1K.
Mm-hmm.
Statue Sports is there before 1K. That's how bad.
I think I was around like 600.
And I had been subscribed for a while, but I didn't start actually watching until like 2 weeks before he hit 1,000.
Yeah, I think I did the same. I watched a little bit and subscribed around 600 on one of his basketball streams. And I think me and you started watching about the same. Started like actually watching him about the same time.
Yeah,
a couple weeks before he hit 1,000.
Watch the replay when you get a chance on this, and see the legal pick play that got Watson open. Just awesome play design, which we've not said much about the Packers this year.
Oh, and for Jeff, Ames, Iowa, and Roll Tide.
There you go.
That was his phrase. Ames, Iowa. It Ames, Iowa. this happened. All right, let's go.
That was very Harry Callis-like.
Here we go.
Did he talk similar voice?
You'd have to
pattern?
listen to his voice.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a very Ames, Iowa.
That is so crazy. Watching Kevin Burkhardt in a
Great
massive
play on that touchdown pass.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Watching Kevin Burkhardt in a massive wool
Another
overcoat
one.
and all the winter stuff. And I'm in shorts. And we were in shorts yesterday.
Yeah, I'm in pants. You're in shorts.
Man.
Yeah, Big 2 was there too.
Yep.
Great college football community. If you like college football, you start with one channel and then you just move to the rest.
Mm-hmm.
And there's such great people in there and great characters.
The Packers
It's stutter stop though by Dallas.
Packers really seem to play with a lot better energy right now. They seem like they have the confidence back.
Yeah. Get a stop here and you're right back in this game. And you can, I mean, they're already in it, but you can score. And you see Zeke just watching on the sideline.
I'm on the second 10 play, so I don't know if anything's happened where they're not still playing confident. But so far, what I've seen, they seem to be playing a lot more confident than they were.
Momentum rises that so incredibly well.
Dak sees a blitz and he's audible out of it.
3rd and 6. Green Bay wants to blitz. And they pay for it.
They just go to Gallup, quick pass. Almost sacked, Dak was.
Yeah.
Got it off just in time.
But he audible to a play that would get them out of the mess that was about to happen with the blitz coming.
Actually, that was decent coverage by Alexander. He can get there in time. How many did they bring? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yep. 7 against 5.
And they're going to bring decent pressure again. They're going to bring 5.
It's more run stop.
Yeah, that's true.
It didn't work.
So it's going to be 2nd and 1. Deebo Samuel active for Sunday Night Football for the Niners.
Okay.
He will be active?
Yeah, him and Eli Mitchell both active.
Glad you said that. I need to go start him on my fantasy team.
Yeah, I forgot to. Vic, I think I was subscribed before. Oh, yeah, I think
Thank
you
you.
were. I'd have to go back and I kind of.
Thank you so much.
Okay, yeah.
And by the way, Deebo Samuel, one of the 5,000 NFL receivers whom Packers fans wanted Green Bay to get.
First down, Dallas.
Yep.
They're driving here. That blitz, I think, messed up. Kind of messed
Not really.
the momentum up of this drive a little bit. Oh, can I just give a quick, as Dallas is in the huddle, can I just give a quick shout out to the Lombardi Cancer Foundation? Go donate to them.
Do it. Here, I'll put a link in the.
This one of their hats. Packers versus Cancer.
I'm gonna put a link in the chat.
This is what I usually wear on Sundays. Greatest coach in the history of football. Beautiful tackle there, Jair. Let's go, Jair.
I'm gonna throw this into the links. I had a chance to cover their golf tournaments, the celebrity golf tournaments, for more than a decade. They're a fantastic cancer fighting foundation that has done so much, especially in the world of colon cancer.
So defense.
They've done so much.
Down. Let's go.
And actually, it was because of the Lombardi Cancer Foundation I had a chance to meet Bart Starr. But the day that I met Bart Starr, that was not the biggest person most important person I met that weekend. Because less than 24 hours later, I met your mommy. I met my wife. That was awesome. In fact, I literally went from the golf course to meet your mommy at the airport.
Wow.
Sounds like you had a pretty good weekend.
That was.
Defense, let's go.
And when I dropped your mommy back off at the airport,
Uh-huh.
I went and did public address announcing for the Milwaukee Wave United soccer team.
When did you do PA for them?
2004.
You never told me that.
That was way before you were
Was
born.
it one game?
I think it was like I did like 2 or 3 games for. I filled in for a coworker.
Okay. Well, that's fun.
Yeah.
Were you good?
Oh yeah,
So that's how you know soccer.
a little bit,
Because I don't.
a little bit.
I'm like, I know a decent amount because I played, but like I know what a penalty kick is.
You gonna be watching any World Cup here?
I'll watch some of it. Yeah, I won't be, keeping up with it. Like I do a lot of other sports, but yeah, I'm sure I'll sit down some nights and watch it.
The good thing about international sports like that in the Olympics is so often they're in a time zone where the events are happening that are not at the same time as the teams that we want to watch at night. So if you're working during the day and you want to completely be unproductive at the office, or if you're on a break from school, or you get home from school and it's the middle of the afternoon, you can put your TVs on these events, which are happening in prime time where the events are happening.
Yeah, I'll be Monday afternoon. I'll be not this coming Monday, but November 21st, USA's first game. I'll be watching. I'll have to play it for you. I Show Speed's World Cup song. It gets me in the zone.
Okay. But yeah, like all the USA matches are going to be at 1 p.m. or earlier.
Yeah. And wow, Jeff Saturday getting his first win as an NFL coach.
I was really happy to see him. I'm cheering for the Colts now that I saw him as the coach because I loved him on Get Up.
So they win 25-20 in Vegas. So Jeff Saturday gets his first head coach win ever. Wow. What do you think about that? An ESPN analyst.
I'm not going to knock Jeff Saturday as a human being. Seems like a stand-up guy in every facet of what I've been able to tell so far. But to just be able to jump in without ever having coached before in any capacity and win, I feel like that sets back the coaching profession 10,000 years.
Yeah.
Because it kind of says anyone with a limited amount of knowledge of the game and capability to just automatically put in some sort of strategy and call strategy like that, anyone who's played the NFL game could theoretically coach. And it's not that easy.
It makes me wonder if he's there more for just motivation and player perspective to the players.
Sure.
And if the coordinators are the ones that are really running the team.
That makes 10,000 points of sense because
Part of it I also think is culture.
Like I think the offensive coordinator, the defensive coordinator, like co-head coach, and Jeff Saturday is just kind of like the named head coach, but not really calling any plays or anything.
He's the named head coach that knows the culture of the place. Since he
yeah.
And if you're a good motivator and you don't, and that becomes your job and you trust your coordinators, great. If you can set that up, but you better have some great coordinators.
And he's been part of an offense too.
Right.
Okay, I'll take it.
A rare moment that a sweep gains 6 yards or more. This is not the 1960s where the power sweep could gain a huge amount of yards. But it works.
Saturday.
It works.
Man, everybody's saying Vikings-Bills right before this game was the game of the year. This game could potentially top that one if we would see some crazy stuff happen.
You would need to have just something ridiculous, though, at the end of that game. But this has been an entertaining game. Very entertaining. Oh, man, they pushed They pushed Jones far back on a swing around.
We were wrong. Jeff Saturday does have prior head coaching experience.
Okay.
Hebron Christian Academy, a co-ed college prep school in Georgia. He went 20-16 with them, and yeah. And they went to the high school playoffs.
I stand corrected. So we can grab the head coach over here at Ridley Park if Nick Sirianni gets sick, and Ridley High School, he could coach him to a win in the NFC Championship game or something, huh? No.
Yeah, maybe he knows more than we were giving him credit for then.
Perhaps. There you go. There you go, Watson.
Okay.
Move the chains. And they left him open. Yeah, that's just not good defensive setup for covering Watson, leaving him wide open in that zone. And you've got time for a long time consuming march here. You've got time. You can run every part of the playbook you want. Stat Sheet Sports, we have a news break here. They ran a wide receiver screen, and it worked.
I wish Clemson could run a wide receiver screen and it work.
Oh. Sorry for bringing up bad memories.
No.
Oh, man.
Yeah, those swing passes, and that's what me and my dad talk about all the time. Those kind of plays only work when your receivers actually block.
Yes.
Those receivers don't block, so those aren't going to work.
Right.
Dylan.
It's Bobby Dillon.
They either don't block or they hold.
I'm going to call him every name except AJ.
Who's going to be next?
Well, there was a Bobby Dillon who played for the Packers and is now a member of the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Yeah. Wasn't there a Dylan on, like, the Flyers?
Oh, I'm sure we'll come up with others.
Ricky Dillon, Jeremy Dillon, Larry Dillon, Aaron Dillon. Go, Pat, go!
Nice run by Dylan to midfield.
Yeah, just what just happened right now, too. A Cowboys linebacker just did one of the worst flops I've ever seen. Trying to draw it on sportsmanlike conduct.
After the play was over, too.
Williams, that's just bad.
I can't wait to see that.
It's comical. Like, you really think you're going to get that call? Really?
He didn't even.
Aaron Jones, go!
They just
Go!
had together.
Oh, don't tell me you dropped the football. Don't tell me you dropped the football. Don't tell me. Thank you. Oh, thank you. And there's Aaron Rodgers trying to tell the refs that the Packers had the football. He was running top of the pile.
Let's see what happened at the end.
Oh,
Ooh.
yeah, he got stripped of the football badly. That was a miracle that they got the ball back. I mean, it's like he took his concentration off just for a second, and that was the exact moment when the defender just slapped the ball out of his hands.
And then he just got it back quick.
Yeah.
Get it off. Thank you. I almost had a heart
Play action, baby. Play action. I love it.
Don't run backwards.
Oh. Yeah, because it wasn't a forward progress situation. Oh, man.
You just ran backwards.
This is going to sound strange. Assuming that they can get the first down after this play, I actually don't mind.
Yeah,
because it creates another first down situation, and they need to run some clock down.
that's true. Well, they already got. Oh, they're short.
They're within 3 minutes. They're not even within 3 minutes yet. They need to run some clock down.
Come on. I like this. I got a good feeling.
All right. Tick, 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 tick. Tick, 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 tick.
Tick.
Make McCarthy. Oh, they're going to get it back, but the question is, with how much time? Because if you score on third down here, or even on fourth, you give Dallas very little time with the football. Or you force them to call their timeouts. Okay. There you go! 3, baby! That's 3!
1 man, 3 touchdowns.
Sorry to spoil you, Stat Sheet Sport.
Oh, no, you're good.
And
I love y'all's reactions.
and there's enough time on the clock where if they get a stop, guess who can drive them for a win?
Aaron Rodgers. Hope? What's hope?
I am so impressed by this Packers team right now. I did not think they had this kind of game in them.
I didn't either.
I did not think.
I'll be right back. It's all thanks to the jelly beans.
It's all the key lime green jelly beans. It's all the jelly beans.
Here, take one. It's all the jelly beans.
I'm sending it through the chat, the key lime jelly beans.
I'm glad Crosby didn't scare us with the PAT this time.
Yeah, please. Please.
Not the time to be sneaking them just barely inside the upright.
Fox is ridiculously happy with the games today.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And they were probably shaking their boots about how bad this game is going to be this afternoon.
Oh, hey there, don't you know I'm a cheesehead baby, the pride of Wisconsin.
Oh, no. He brought props, Stat Sheet Sports. He brought props.
I forgot to bring the cheesehead in the first place.
Oh, man.
I always bring the cheesehead.
How do you call this? The ball bounced into the end zone, bounced out of the end zone. The Dallas player grabbed it, was stripped of the ball. That's a touchback.
Yeah, that's what I was about. It should be a touchback if it bounced untouched into the end zone.
But because he touched it later, it's like he just had a conversation with McCarthy, and he's like, okay. But I'm like, just don't touch the ball.
Yeah.
Give you a heart attack.
Don't touch the ball.
I think the problem is the refs didn't blow the whistle.
Right.
So I mean, I get his point. The refs didn't blow the whistle, so he had to grab it. Because if not, and they don't blow the whistle, the Packers get down there.
Dallas is going to try and get a second playoff here before the 2-minute warning.
And they will.
You think? No. No, they don't.
Dak wanted to, but he wanted an audible out of it.
Yeah, and there wasn't enough time to. Okay. Let's look at some numbers here. Because we talked about the fact that the Packers had to give Aaron Jones 25 touches.
This is proper.
He has 21 touches for 117 yards.
This is really proper stat talk with Stat Sheet Sports. So we asked our statistician, StatSpeed Sports, what he thinks of the game today.
Sorry, what was that? You glitched out.
I said it's very proper that we talk stats with StatSheet Sports. So,
Oh, yeah.
To our statistician, StatSheet Sports, what do you think of the game so far?
Man, I'm really surprised at how well they've played.
Yeah.
Very surprised. Looking at the run game, just how well we've ran the ball against them. I think it showed on the TV like 180 rush yards, and then Christian Watson just exploded over 100 receiving yards and 3 touchdowns.
I know.
We've seen the potential there, and I think he's really stepped up without Romeo Dobbs there. Because Dobbs is getting so many touches.
For sure. And I think we're going to see him continue to play well throughout the rest of the season, because I think this game today is really giving him a confidence boost.
Yeah.
Oh, needed. Just feed Aaron Jones the ball rest of the year. Take that lesson to heart, especially Aaron Rodgers. Learn by your successes, please.
I said at the start of this year that Christian Watson was going to eventually turn into MVS that can catch the ball. The speed of Marquez Valdes-Scantling, but he can actually catch it consistently. And today he's showing that. He's got the speed and he can catch.
Oh, yeah.
I think Romeo Dobbs, who obviously is out today, is more of like the last couple years what we saw of Devontae Adams.
Mm-hmm.
Consistent touchdown guy, but he doesn't go deep. It's red zone.
He's not going to outrun. He's more of a big body, sure-handed guy. He's not going to outrun somebody most of the time, but he'll still get a lot of touchdowns and be a really good red zone threat.
Exactly.
If what transpires with this game with Watson and what happens with Dobbs, if they develop quickly enough, nice defensive play, force a third down. If they develop quickly enough, that might elongate Aaron Rodgers' career.
Yeah.
It just might.
I can see that, yeah. I think for him to continue to play, I think the Packers are going to have to show something are going to have to show him that it's worth it for him to still play.
And give him talents to throw to.
Yes.
Period. I mean,
yeah. They're going to have to give him and show signs that it's worth it to still play and that they can still do something.
4-man rush, you're not going to get to him.
Deep ball.
Great coverage by Jair Alexander, just to do enough.
Let's go.
That wasn't interference. Right on the edge, but not over the line. Watch.
Contact on both
Oh!
sides. They're pushing on both sides. Though.
Good no call.
It was 50-50. Both sides did.
Good no call.
Alrighty.
We might just get some Aaron Rodgers magic for the first time this year, really. Against a 6-2 team.
Punt. Pretty good. That's not okay. Good. That's Keyshawn Nixon.
Man, yeah, that was great coverage by Jair.
All right, so Nixon takes it out here, and
They're about 40 yards from field goal range.
Yeah.
2 timeouts. Wow. I didn't see this coming.
As a 3-16, you look at the rest of the year. Tennessee, if they do what they did tonight, I think you could beat the Titans. I don't think you beat the Eagles. But outside of the Eagles, they have a lot of winnable games on the schedule if they play like this.
You're giving me too much hope this is going to be a playoff team.
And I'm not saying it is. I'm saying that they could finish better than what before today they were looking like.
That's true.
But
let's get this one first.
Exactly.
That's okay. They have time to run the ball. That's okay.
A few
You
yards.
just want more production, but I don't mind the call.
Jones trips. Is he a little bit hurt? He looks like he tripped.
He's a little banged up.
I see McCarthy's still mad that he didn't get the call on that third down.
There are some if you ever go on any social media that has good GIFs, you'll find some hilarious Mike McCarthy angry GIFs.
I'll have to look for some of them.
TikTok. We're under a minute.
I thought about talking about TikTok for the kids.
That's what I thought. I thought he was saying, look on TikTok for him.
We are so far away from the age when the sound that clocks would make.
You're not on TikTok.
True.
Oh, you would know.
Uh-oh.
I'm not on TikTok either, but...
Oh, my gosh. All right. Why are you muddle huddling? You're down to like 35 seconds.
I don't know.
What are you doing? You just lost about 2 or 3 plays. What are you doing?
Just call the timeout in the first place.
Jeez. Just ridiculous. Oh, they're showing the hug. They're showing the McCarthy-Rogers hug. It was quick. It wasn't too emotional.
And former interim coach Joe Fiblin back.
Fiblin and Scott Tolzien.
Oh, really? He's on that staff?
He was on the sign. He had the greatest circle button move in the history of the Green Bay Packers. It was his only great highlight. Great guy, by the way. I got to know him when he was with the Badgers. Great human being.
Third and 1 for the Packers. 30 seconds left.
Oh, man. Play action.
Go,
love it. Love it.
Just run for what you can there, Rogers.
He was not going to. Oh, he was just barking at LaFleur. He was barking at LaFleur. He still is. Oh, my gosh.
Where is he?
Rogers is on the right. LaFleur's on the left part of the screen. They got into a shouting match.
Are they not going to go for it?
No, because it's a tie game. If you don't get it on 4th down,
True.
You're in their field goal range at the moment.
True.
Oh, this is going to be all over the talk shows tomorrow. Could you read any lip stat sheet sports?
What's that?
Could you read any lips stat sheet sports?
I read a couple words in there, and I don't think I would be allowed to say them on here. I don't think they'd be appropriate.
Oh, yeah. Oh, don't read lips, kids.
Oh.
Do not read lips. That was bad.
I couldn't read all of it, but I saw a couple things.
If the Packers lose this game, that's going to be all over.
Rodgers may fight LaFleur if they lose this game.
Oh.
He's perturbed.
He's angry. I do not expect Rodgers to run any play calls that LaFleur would put in overtime, which is not a good thing.
And if we lose because of that, Dak just throws it away.
Yeah, there was nobody open. Great secondary coverage. 9 seconds left. And there's probably McCarthy, if he could see all that stuff happening on the other side, just laughing his rear end off.
He's probably thinking, we're about to win this game. And I wouldn't blame him for thinking that.
Yeah, but it's going to be an overtime.
This may be a good thing that Rodgers is mad.
Yeah, but I think he's going to audible out of calls that LaFleur gives him, and he's just going to play hero ball, and it's not going to work, just like that. So too, yeah. That's what it's
I think he's going to call his own stuff and try and win it.
He's done it all year. He's just gone hero ball, hero ball, hero ball,
okay,
and it never works.
They're 70 yards from the end zone. 2 seconds. If you're Dallas, do you Hail Mary or do you run the Stanford band play?
Hail Mary.
Well,
I would call a draw play if I was the coach here with 2 seconds left. you have you still have the potential to score. It's not likely, but you're not really gonna don't really threaten turning the ball over as much either.
I'm not worried about a turnover if I'm throwing a Hail Mary because they're not running it back 90 yards. But there's a definite threat of a turnover.
Can Dak throw it that far in the wind?
That's the only question. True.
Packers playing.
Or, potentially, are they going to have time to get down there? Or could the Packers get a strip sack or something?
Packers are going to ice them.
It looks like they're going to have 6 blockers against 3 rushers. So I would not be as worried about a strip sack. But I see where your logic comes from.
Packers running the Madden 3, what's it called? What's that?
The man up 3D.
Yeah, man up 3D.
That makes sense.
Exactly what they're running here.
Okay.
$55 looks like Zadarius Smith.
It's true.
He just does. I forget who it is, but
Yep, they're running Stanford band.
Now, is he with the Ravens?
okay, if you're a Packers fan, though, you're really nervous going into overtime. Bless you. Because of what just happened between LaFleur and Rodgers. If we win this coin toss, you've got 10 minutes to score a touchdown. And obviously, you're not going to need that.
See you in a minute. Be right back.
But the point
I don't know. Some of these drives that they've gone on tonight, they may use almost all that 10 minutes up.
Yeah, but so you're not going to use all of it, but you might use a good amount.
Yeah, for sure.
And the thing about that, to me, is that you can, with those 10 minutes, you've got plenty of time, and you can run the ball.
See those 2 running backs right now that are going to be playing captain? You will in a second, stat sheet sports. In overtime, hand the ball off to them.
Yeah.
Yes, run it.
Why does A.J. Dillon kind of look like Keegan-Michael Key?
Not as much as Michael Key looks like Brooke Lopez for the Bucks.
Okay, kind of true. He said Brooke Lopez doesn't have facial.
Who wins the toss? Dallas gets it.
You got to think Green Bay is going to lose this game. Unless the defense comes up big.
I wasn't expecting them to even make overtime. This is gravy, as far as I'm concerned today. I'm not happy about the rifts right now between Rodgers and LaFleur. Hopefully it's very, very temporary. But Dallas and the coach who looks like Santa Claus without a beard, I thought they were just going to dominate this game. I am heartened.
Oh yeah, I thought we'd lose this game by 2 or 3 touchdowns.
Easy.
So, Stat Sheet Sports, with Dallas having the ball first, final score prediction.
Man. I want to say 34-28.
Okay.
But I don't know if they're going to go down the field and score on us.
Defense has been good in the second half.
I'm going to say 31-28. Crosby hits another game-winning field goal against the Cowboys.
I like it.
Nice. I was going to say 34-31 Packers. Cowboys kick a field goal. Packers get 6 on the other end.
And I'm going to go right with that. I think that we might get a field goal, though, because, with this Rodgers and LaFleur thing, I think that they can get into field goal range. So it would be nice to have a stop and just set up Crosby for the win. but we'll see.
Would you say this is a moral victory for the Packers if this game ends in a tie?
I think it's a moral victory for the Packers right now.
I do too, yeah.
Yeah,
I do too. I think them playing this competitive with a 6-2 team, a team that's going to go to the playoff, that some people have going decently far through the playoff. I think, yeah, that this is a moral victory for us.
And I'll be intrigued to see, after what we've seen today and what just happened between Rodgers and LaFleur, what happens Thursday night.
Yes.
Bots.
Just hide them.
No, I'm going to report them.
Okay, well then do both. Because reporting them doesn't get rid of them. So then, yeah. Okay, so it's going to be a touchback. But what I was saying is, short week here. That's less time for them to figure it out before the next game. So I'll be intrigued to see that here. As there's something going on, and it's going to be a flag on Dallas. Based off of what the Packers are saying, they're going like this.
Go check out the tweet I just put in the chat.
I'll look at that now.
A near instant replay of what we saw with Rodgers on the floor.
I'm clicking on that now.
I'm seeing it.
I couldn't help it. I'm sorry.
This is a literal nail biter. When you hear the definition of nail biter games.
Oh, we got some little helmet to helmet discussion. It didn't seem like it was horrifically.
And that was
I love that tweet.
that was between Godwin and not Chris, the other Godwin, and new Packer Jonathan Abram, former first-round pick with the Raiders. And now
they're talking nice here. They're talking nice for Rodgers and LaFleur.
Well, it actually, to me, Rodgers, like when he smiled, it was like more of a that kind of smile.
But at least they weren't like jawing at each other.
True.
I think they're making it workable again.
It's an improvement. They're just looking at the play sheet. All right, so.
But now we got to stop the run.
All right, let's go defense. Hopefully that play just woke them up a little more.
All right, defense. You need some stops now.
As they say,
you need some stops.
As they say at Marquette, defense, get tough. That's what they need to do. Just tough up. Defense.
Oh, good play action. That was a good play action fake. That I got to give him credit.
Good tackle by Amos, though.
Yeah, but they're 15 yards in field goal range now. As long as you keep them out of the end zone, that's what you have to get this drive. Just keep them out of the end zone.
If Smith tips that, the Packers couldn't get it back.
I know. Tipping passes is not easy, and Lamb has destroyed us.
He is great.
I mean, I'm glad for your stat sheet, but
yeah, for the fantasy, it's great.
I was telling Anthony earlier, I think I'd rather him do bad and Packers win.
Yeah, I get you.
And Pollard runs, and now they are in our territory.
This defense looks like it's tired. They may just be tired.
They finally show up for 4 quarters, and then they can't show up in overtime.
But yeah, you're asking the Packers to play more than 60 minutes.
Yeah. That's a big ask this season.
Big ask. Look at that formation, too, on the right.
So,
most games this year, they hadn't even played for 30 minutes.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a run play.
Oh.
I read it by like a book.
We got a flag coming, though.
Send them back. Who is that? Oh, Cooper Rush. Oh, no, that's a kicker. I don't know. Kind of look like Cooper Rush, but that's not Cooper Rush.
Oh, good. Thank you. We needed that.
Woo! McCarthy is mad.
When Mike McCarthy is mad, it's scary, as you just saw in that tweet.
What?
When Mike McCarthy is in a good mood, and I've had a conversation with him, he is one of the most likable people. Awesome human being. But when he's mad, yeah.
Yeah, I would not want him running at me the way he was running at that ref.
Get him.
Oh, wide receiver screens.
Running back screen.
True, but he was wide, so I call him wide
True.
receiver there. He is a running back, but he was playing wide receiver.
Yeah. Pollard there, second string, first string this week. Normal first string, Zeke out for today.
Just stop him. Stop someone, please. Oh, this is torture. This is torture. There you go. Great pass tip. Beautiful.
Who is that?
Yeah, I'm about a play behind. I just saw the screen.
Is that Jonathan Garvin?
I think so.
Because it's not. Rashawn Gary isn't here.
They got a bunch of no-names who are playing their hearts out today.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not doing fantastic. I mean, Dallas has 28 points on the board. But they're making plays here and there when they need.
Doing just enough.
Exactly. Get him.
They are getting gashed up the middle.
There's the second string.
Flag.
Usual third.
What's the call?
Well, Dallas is walking back.
There you go. Thank you, Mr. Pinstripe referee. Or not Pinstripe, but Stripe Guy referee. Oh, yeah, that's obvious holding. Obvious holding.
All right. I'll take it.
They had two guys holding.
They're holding Lowry and McDuffie, it looks like. Who is that? Is that Jason Peters? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Jason Peters is on this Cowboys team. Okay, so 7 minutes left here in overtime. Dallas has it at their own 49.
Oh, get it down. Oh, please.
Third down.
Third manageable.
Yeah, it's going to be probably 3rd and 5 here. That's my estimate.
That's scary.
It is scary. Just, you got to think they're going to run it with how they've been doing all game. But they might pass.
I'm afraid to blitz with how Lamb's been gashing them. But part of me thinks you need to. But they're coming out of the shotgun, so it wouldn't be as effective.
They've got.
Yeah, it's a tough call to make, whether you blitz and leave your secondary off or whether you let Prescott just drop back and throw it on you. But it's a big down for sure.
What's the 10th in Green Bay right now?
20,
Oh, it is?
I think.
I think it said on the TV it was like 30, but it feels like 20.
31 is the actual temperature. 3 mile per hour wind.
Yeah, so it's probably a wind chill in the mid-20s right now.
How's the wind? Wind right now is going, what would that be, southeast? Yeah, southeast.
Yeah.
So just kind of consider that it's going to southeast for any, field goals.
Well, is it coming from the southeast or towards the southeast?
It was pointing that way.
Okay.
So
he'd be kicking into the wind.
yeah, I'm just telling you, just on Google pointed that way. So
All right.
3rd and 4 at the 35. Pass.
All right. I think Jair got away with one there.
Let's go, Jair!
Did Jair get away with it? Let's watch.
No.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, he did.
He got away with it. And the problem, I think, too, is that he's wearing those yellow sleeves, which makes it insanely obvious that he committed one.
Oh, Hodag, yes.
Cold.
Chili here. I don't even know what
Oh,
it is.
here we
4
go.
and 3 here.
Here we go.
4th and 4. Game on the line, maybe. For all the marbles.
Are they going for it?
Yep. All right. All right.
Defense!
There you go. McCarthy rolling the dice, coming up snake eyes. There
I'm
you
just
go.
telling you the Jair PI that he got away with. He definitely got away with one on that one.
Oh, big time.
Beautiful defense.
Preston Smith.
And
And
Jerron Reed, the free agent signing from Kansas City. He's been
Oh, wow.
Reed, not very well known before this season. He's come up big.
Way to just beat your guy.
Oh, McCarthy.
And there's McCarthy treating his headphones like you treated that stuff when the Phillies lost, which I don't agree with, but I get the feeling.
Exactly. Except for losing the world championship on the line.
I know.
This is.
But you're not the coach.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so here we go. From their own 35. And they run it.
And it doesn't do much. They're hearing everyone in Wisconsin yelling, "Run the dang ball!"
Put Jones in as a wide receiver here. Run 5 wide with Jones.
You can't.
Why not?
Then you have no one in the backfield to run.
Oh, well, then run
4 wide with Jones.
Yeah, run 4 wide with Dylan in the backfield. And they're not going to do that, but they're going to stick. Dylan is blocking. It looks like, or is this a motion play?
It's Jones.
No, I think I see Dylan there. Though.
I see.
No, that's
All right. Got some yardage.
Or no, that's
Good.
Mercedes
Good.
Lewis
Good.
walking.
Good. Good.
Thank you, Hodag.
Yes.
Thank you.
Please. Just grind it out. Just grind it out.
Crosby practicing. Next score wins.
And we're not too far from field goal range either. We just need two, maybe 3 first downs, and we'll be there.
Yeah.
Nail it.
And is Crosby going against the wind?
He'll have the wind at his back.
Okay.
So you could attempt one from 50-55 if you want. I'd like to get a lot closer, but you can if you need.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful!
Go!
Go! You're going to like the stat sheet, sports. You're going to like what we just saw. It's not hero ball when he can run a play like that, Happy Hodag.
You know how I feel right now? This is what I'm going to say. A few weeks ago,
Oh, man.
one of my friends, his little sister is on our school's girls volleyball team, right? And they won their first set.
What a play.
I know.
They won their first set, and the principal
Okay. All right.
plays, "We are the champions."
Oh, what's the flag? What's the flag? What's the flag?
So the principal plays, "We are the champions." That's how I feel right now.
Well, we still got work.
And we haven't even won the game.
Rogers just made a block, and the flag is going to be a face mask. Rogers just took out a dude. I'm not kidding.
Yeah,
and he's
Rogers.
doing this after taking out a Dallas Cowboy on a block.
Clay Matthews style. Clay Matthews.
Oh, my gosh.
Like the Hulk.
Man, he laid a hit on him.
Oh!
Wow. I'm sorry to spoil this great game. Stashy Sports. I apologize. All right, let's go. First and goal for the Pack at the 8. Game on the line right here. They can win it.
You go for the touchdown right here, you just kick the field goal.
Rogers just answered your question. They're going to set up for the field goal on second down.
He kneels it where Crosby is going to want it.
And I don't mind it because
I don't either. You see too many fumbles down at the goal line on run plays.
yeah, and also if it's a bad snap, you don't have to kick the ball, fall on it, and you get another shot to kick a field goal.
Exactly, yeah. You have multiple shots at the field goal as well.
All right. Crosby in the rain now as well. It's going to be 28 yards. It's up.
Yes! Woo!
Wow! We won something!
Oh!
The Packers' first win in 7
Wow!
games. They lose 6 straight.
There's the hug. There's the McCarthy-Rogers hug. It only lasts 5 seconds. There's a little Floor McCarthy hug. It's genuine. And now all the hugs for all the old coaches.
They lose.
I couldn't believe this.
6 straight games, and they get a win against a 6-2, now 6-3 Dallas team.
What a game. What a game.
Phenomenal.
Dude, I did not expect this.
I did not either.
I don't think much of Wisconsin and Packers Nation had any thought this was going to happen.
I really thought at best we would lose by like 7 or 10, not win the game.
Oh, my gosh. Coach's magic. I'm still not convinced about winning in Philly against the currently undefeated Eagles, but I feel a lot better about this Packers team. Oh, so much better. So much better.
Goodness.
And Rodgers stayed within his game. He didn't try to play hero ball.
That kick
He
was supposed to be blocked.
He blocked it, dude.
Yeah.
Ozag says it perfectly. And there's
Your
your
dagger. He blocked it, dude. But he didn't try and dominate the game. He let the game come to him. He let
Matt LaFleur be smart.
exactly, and he let his players' talents determine what they were going to do and not try and force things. If you just let it happen, good things come.
Oh, hey there, don't you know?
Life lesson.
She said, baby, the pride of Wisconsin.
Life lesson. If you let things happen, good things come sometimes.
Woo!
Often, instead of trying to force things. Oh, my gosh.
I get to go to school and not be ashamed of my team tomorrow.
Oh, it's beautiful. That's beautiful.
And I can't hear crap because we beat the freaking Dallas Cowboys.
You wearing Packer stuff tomorrow?
Probably, yeah.
Awesome. Good man.
Oh, yeah. Man, that was a great game.
It was.
Wow. Wow.
I'm just in shock.
You too.
I think we all are.
Just nuts.
Man,
Just nuts.
what a game.
Yeah, this isn't a playoff team yet, but
No.
Oh,
But
no.
they're showing
they showed a pulse today. They showed
did.
more than a pulse.
They did.
And-
Not a playoff team yet, but they showed what they can do.
Oh, it makes me kick myself for how bad they played in the previous 6 games.
early. What about this? How about those Packers? The real America's team.
Hashtag Dallas sucks, Philly.
Yeah.
Hashtag Dallas sucks. No. But just
Woo!
man.
The Packers' first win since when?
The Pecco?
Yes.
Anonymami with the vocals.
When was our last win?
October. Grossi just called Scooter Magruder and made all the excuses. LOL.
Magruder's Cowboys fan.
Nice. Beautiful. Just beautiful.
How about those Packers, baby.
I guess that makes the Cowboys now 195-1 in history when leading by 14 plus.
Wow. That's just it's right, double-digit comeback. I forgot about that.
Yeah, down 28-14. They didn't score again.
That's right.
Wow.
Great defense.
17 unanswered.
Smiles. Cheesehead smiles. You got it, man. You got it. It's just, man. Wow.
All right, well, I'm going to
I'll
head
let
out of
you
here,
know.
but I appreciate you guys having me in here.
No problem.
It's a blast. It's a
It was
blast
a lot of
having you.
fun. Glad
Good
we finally
man.
got to do a Packers game together.
Before
Someday.
Strategy Sports heads out, make sure to check out his YouTube, Spotify, Patreon, and his website. All great stuff covering college football, especially, but also the NFL, MLB, NBA, and more. I'm on his streams a lot. Just a great spot to chill on a Saturday, watch some college football, and talk some sports.
Boom. Absolutely. Glad to have you here anytime.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all.
You got it.
Good night.
We'll see you. And let this be a lesson. Trust what you got. Don't force things in life. Trust who you are. Trust what you got. Good things can happen. Good things can happen. We're good. Don't worry about the
I was just going to put...
We know. Don't worry about it. You don't need to do that. Don't force things. Just let it be. It's good.
Sorry.
That's the lesson the game teaches.
There.
That's the lesson the game just taught. It's okay. Things work out. Things work out. This was awesome. One last comment from Coach's Magic. And that's why the Cowboys collapse in the playoffs. Rodgers is still getting on pace with his receivers, too. They'll get better. Very true.
Hodag.
So long as he still trusts.
Go.
Pack. Go. Thank you for joining us to catch more What Should People Do.
Like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell. Ding, ding, ding. Follow us on Instagram at Sorgy Stories, Facebook Sorgy Stories, and follow Pops on Twitter, especially for Packer stuff at the letter J Sorgy.
For little buddy, I am Daddy from our Packers outpost
in Philadelphia. So long from the Sorgy Sports Studios in Philadelphia. We'll see you later. Go, Pack, go!